Oh, how I wish you all could be there in the 5 seconds before we start the stream. Welcome everyone to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. I'm your DM, an invisible stalker, normally employed by a wizard to do their nefarious deeds, but for now, I'm going to disobey those orders because I want to play some D&D. Victoria, would you like to do some announcements?
I sure can. What's up, everyone? You already know what it is, but check out Little Dragon Corp, our latest and greatest spectacular sponsor. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company, and they supply all kinds of really cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on their awesome products, and don't forget to use the coupon code PROBONUS, that's PROBONUS, when you head over to littledragoncorp.com, and you'll get 10% off of your order. I'm pretty sure they're starting a new Kickstarter on Monday. And it's really cool. It's all of these dice sets that are based off of the various dragons of Little Dragon Corp lore. Honestly, I think we should petition them for to make a bonus stretch goal of a Caspian inspired dice set, since he is the IRL Little Dragon.
So
that's
cute.
That's just my headcanon of But there's all
little
kinds
dragon doggy vest.
Little dragon.
So cute.
Little wings stitched on the side.
Aww.
Except his would need to be the size equivalent of a 5th grader. So
yeah,
then
just a
you can
human
also
size
market
vest.
it for children.
True, very true. Multi-purpose.
So I mean, there aren't any child/dog vests yet, but who knows? LittleDragonCorp.com. As usual, we just want to say thanks to Twitch, OBS, Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, and Team MZ. It's thanks to their support that we're able to keep doing what we do. So thank you, guys. Also, don't forget to check out our other games. These schedules should be posted below the Twitch chat video feed, but if someone can also put it into the chat, that would be really, really cool. We've got games every day of the week. There's a bug. I don't know if I got it. We have games every day. Some days we have more than one game. We have games for the major published 5th edition modules. We have homebrew 5th edition games. We also have games in other systems, this Star Wars, whatever system that is. I don't know. Those dice look crazy. Shadowrun 6th World, we've got a game for that. So you should totally check it out. Also, quick thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the music that we now use that you might hear on the stream. He's a really awesome composer. You should check out his YouTube and his Patreon because he's very talented, has a lot of really, really great music for fantasy and sci-fi backgrounds, can get you vibing with whatever the mood of your game is. Thanks. Christy, Mystic Hour.
Yes, so Mystic Hour starts back up next week. I will probably be back on with Mass Effect 2 to finish that part of the trilogy, but Thursday tomorrow, we are doing episode 5, I believe, of Star Wars system, which you were asking what dice system it is. I think it's called Catalyst, and it can be applied to any sort of tabletop game. So it might be something we're going to be thinking about integrating for Shadowrun. Who knows? We're working on some changes that might be happening in the near future, so definitely go check them out. If you like Star Wars, come check us out tomorrow.
Very nice. Black Lives Matter. Just gonna put that one out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'll probably be, if you've been watching with us every week, you'll probably be a little bit confused, considering we were silent last week. We thought it would be more apt to allow the stream time to be able to elevate Black voices and creators. So last week we hosted a Black streamer rather than streaming ourselves, but we recorded offline and posted it on YouTube. So if you are coming from 2 weeks ago, you can go ahead and go to YouTube and catch up with that last episode there. I believe Christy has it up. Yes?
Episode 29,
Okay,
Worm in the Apple. Go check us out. It is the only recorded stream that we have.
But we are back this week streaming, but with just a final statement before we move on to recap. If you haven't already, I would highly suggest reaching out and finding Black streamers and creators and YouTubers and Twitch streamers and things like that, and giving them a listen or a watch. if you have the time.
And also, I
We are
will
here back.
to bounce off of that. Sorry to interrupt. To bounce off of that,
No,
to
you're
go
good.
check out from the Loop, hosted by our lovely Lip, and he focuses on Black creators. It is
Exactly.
amazing system that he has. It is so funny. All the characters were brilliantly done. Definitely go check them out. You can go check them out on our YouTube channel, Tales from the Loop, hosted by Lip. He's so good. So good.
And remember
That's
that
a
you
really
should
good recommendation.
you should support Black creators and artists all the time, not just after someone
Absolutely.
killed. Don't let
Yeah.
some kind
Of
of
course.
visibility from a horrible murder be the only thing that motivates you to do that. You should
100%.
strive to be anti-racist with all things that you do every day of your life, not just when it's like for clout chasing on social media because shit's going down.
Thank
Like-
you, Vic.
Yeah. So, ooh.
Our
Oh.
support did not end last week just because we are starting
Absolutely
to
not.
stream again, and yours should not either.
And because we hosted last week, I believe their Twitch handle was
Percolating.
Percolating.
Percolating. I'll put it in.
We can throw that in the chat as well. You
He
should
raised-
support them all the time too, not just last week while we hosted them.
Yeah, his original goal that he did not think he was going to reach was $700. He ended up raising over $2,000 on a 12-hour stream of doing
cool.
a bunch of different
Mhm.
things.
Congratulations to him. Very, very good.
It was dope.
Support him all the time, not just when we're hosting him too.
Yeah.
With that, does anybody else have anything else they'd like to add before we move on? Okay. Dylan, would you like to do a recap for us, please?
Sure thing. So yeah, if you haven't been able to watch the recorded session, it was a shorter one. It was only pretty much a half session, but
But
boy,
a
did
lot
of
happened.
stuff happen. We picked up where we had just made contact with Dasher, who we were trying to find as we were following a lead from his family, the Snow Beetles, where we are currently staying at their establishment. Though we first spoke to his mother, it was his sister that really wanted to try and reestablish connection with him. Nova spoke with Dasher, and we got a little bit more of an understanding of why he's kind of disappeared. It seems like he really just doesn't agree with his family, mostly his father, and was just trying to make his way in the world in what he wants to do. So the party essentially decided to at least try and convince him to open up communication with his sister, but otherwise not disclose what had happened to him aside from the fact that he was alive and safe and happy, to his family for the Snow Beetles, completing their quest, though not wanting to accept full payment, as we felt that it was not necessarily exactly the outcome that Dasher's mother was expecting. Regardless, with that business handled, the group decided to go investigate a little bit more into Sir's past, with a loose thread that has been kind of dangling in our face for a while of Nathaniel Cormathus's bride-to-be fiance named Elizabeth, and investigating her family and what led to her death at a short amount of time after the slaughter at the mansion. We interviewed her sister, and then later her father, and the group then split off with Sir and Nova going to Elizabeth's room, where Talus instead decided to press Elizabeth's sister a little bit more closely. Between Sir and Nova dreamwalking and getting to experience some of Nathaniel and Elizabeth's relationship as it was growing and budding, and insinuating that there was something going on between Nathaniel, possibly his brother, but definitely his father, and also with Nova's good insight and Talus's good charming magic,
Spell.
was able to both determine, though Sir didn't get it, that Elizabeth was still alive and being protected by the family. Not knowing what else we were going to figure out, we started to leave. But when Sir was told that Elizabeth was still alive, he decided to recreate a letter that in his first dream that he had seen of Nathaniel writing to Elizabeth, he recreated it and saw that the letter went back to the house. Talus made him invisible, and he noticed the letter be retrieved and read with a tear-stained face by Elizabeth's sister. Sir attempted to make contact with her via the window and speaking to her as Nathaniel while invisible. And upon request to be able to see his fiancée, it was revealed that the woman that we thought was Elizabeth's sister was actually Elizabeth herself under magical disguise. Sir, not necessarily knowing what to do with this information, stepped back so as to not be discovered, and we ended right there.
Right there. We can pick up right there if you'd like as well. If you recall, Sir asked her question which she said she was
Couldn't
unable to answer in that moment. So the ring was put back on, and the disguise of the olive-skinned, dark-haired woman came back, the woman that you all were introduced to as Stephanie. And that's essentially where we left off right there.
Yeah. So I'm still invisible, right?
Yes.
Question, Vic, did Talus turn me invisible and then just wait on the road where we were walking away, or did you come with me around the side of the house?
I didn't come with you because I would have been seen. I just kind of patted you, and then I think
Okay.
we were just trying to like act casual somewhere else.
I think she did see us there though.
She did.
Yeah.
When she because she
Like when she
kinda
leaned
windowsill
out.
poked
Yeah.
her head out the window
Yeah,
and looked.
she could see us.
Yeah, she could see you, Chris.
So he really doesn't know how to feel. He doesn't know if this was his fiance. He doesn't know what he's supposed to feel about this woman. He's gonna run away because he's invisible.
Okay, that's fine.
He just freaks out and runs away, but he's still wearing his armor, so he's loud. But just he's stomping off.
I'm sorry, the idea of just her hearing click, 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 click. That's pretty funny.
He's probably just running out towards the snow beetle meadery back there.
Okay. Those of you watching the window, it eventually closes. You all can meet back up again if you'd like. Raynar with you guys. If he sees him going, he's like, nudge, we should probably go.
Well, you wouldn't see him because
We
he's
wouldn't see him.
invisible.
No, you wouldn't. No, that's true.
But we can hear him, right?
Yeah, you can hear him. So you probably just hear the clink, clink, clink.
I will
clink,
try.
clink.
Yeah, I guess we'll try and follow the clinking.
Okay, I'll say just because you guys are just
We have
out in
earrings,
the
we can-
undercliff,
I mean-
you've got the earrings. Yeah, I'll just say that you guys are able to catch up to him and find him by listening to the sound of his armor.
You can end the invisibility on me too.
No, no.
Then I'm just running away.
For like it's an hour.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just running back. But he'll wait outside the snow beetle meadery if he ran fast enough.
Yeah, you guys can either assume or hear him and follow back that way as well. And make your way to the snow beetle meadery, where, sir, you see your companions walking up the path.
If he's still invisible, you might just hear the occasional. He's like thunking his head against the wall. Of the building.
Wouldn't his
Either with
horn
like
hit
his horn,
instead
with
of his head?
yeah, he's like hitting it with his horn because he just doesn't know what to do.
Face.
Thunk,
You okay?
thunk.
Are you okay?
Thunk.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out and
There's
try and
people-
grab his arm. I'm just gonna try and feel around.
You can find him easy enough.
He's sitting against the wall. And
Oh,
thunking,
so I'm
he's
like, I
actually-
touch his
so he's
horns and then I go
actually-
down.
yeah,
You probably grab his
Actually, like
horns
it.
basically and have to
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
Oh my god, I don't know. I just started saying stuff. I just started talking like him. It was her. That
Who?
wasn't
Oh,
that woman. It's not Elizabeth's
Stephanie?
sister.
Stephanie?
It's not Stephanie. It's Elizabeth. She was right there. She has some sort of magic changing how she looks like you.
And I missed her.
She's hiding.
Smart
Well-
woman.
she might not be hiding like that for much longer. Because right about now, it's been like 10 minutes, the magic that I used on her to get her to tell me things, that's over, and she'll know now that I did that to her.
You used magic on her?
Yeah, she wasn't really like telling me, she wasn't giving me enough information, and she didn't drink her tea at all, and she just seemed like very twitchy and fidgety.
Yeah, I noticed that.
She
too.
wasn't telling me why on her own. So I did this thing that I had a dream about that my best friend told me while we were on a picnic with some ants that were really good dancers. And basically, you can make people like think that you're kind of like pals. And so I did that. But it only lasts like 10 minutes, and when it's done, they know that you did things to them. And now she's gonna know that we did things to her.
Now she maybe thinks that Nathaniel is still alive because of me. Or something. I don't know.
She might.
I don't know why I did that.
I don't really know what. Yeah. I mean, I told her we think that the brother that you guys mentioned in the dream got out alive. I said, what was his name? Aiden. Yeah. I said we thought maybe Aiden got out alive. So she knows that much, that he's unaccounted for.
Aiden was supposed to deliver that letter to her, and she was reading it like she was reading it for the first time. I don't know if he ever made it to her.
That's still a loose end to close up, I suppose.
She... Thunk. She knows what the hell Nathaniel was doing. He was doing something with his father.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't remember. I tried, and it's not coming to me. And I tried to ask her, and she said that she can't say. But whatever it is, it's probably not good if the family was slaughtered by a devil, and I've got this mark of Mephistopheles on my back. Whatever it is, it was bad, and he told her to finish what he started. I don't know if she is. I don't know anything. I feel like I still don't know anything.
Well, I think initially I kind of thought because I did that spell on her that she would probably like tell her father and go into even deeper cover and it would be gone. But now knowing that you went and talked to her as Nathaniel, she might have a reason to not want to tell her father what I did to her. Because she thinks her fiancé is alive. And obviously the father, I don't know what's up with him, but he's really, like, I think he's just trying to protect her. I don't know. But, like, I think that might be a conflict between her family, herself and her family wanting to keep her hidden and her wanting to see her fiancé again. Maybe that'll be the reason that she doesn't tell anyone what we did.
They're a higher-born family. How did they make up the murder of a highborn
Yeah, whose
girl in the
body did
middle of the day.
What if she actually had a sister Stephanie, and they dressed Stephanie up like Elizabeth, and then they killed her? And they did some kind of fucked up sister swap.
I mean, or they paid off the guard.
They paid off the guard, or they maybe they kidnapped somebody, or they found it. What if? Wait! Oh no, never mind. That wouldn't time up. I was gonna say, what if the time that the City of the Dead was closed, they were pulling a body out of there, but that was way after. That's 2+ months after. Never mind.
Thanks for the follow.
Fact of the matter is, she was right in front of my face, and she was only a little bit more than a stranger to me.
I mean, do you want to not be strangers with her?
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about her besides the things that I saw, and I don't know if that was me or if I'm just, I don't know if I was him or if I just have his memories, and there's a point where it doesn't matter, because they had something. They cared about each other.
And that's in you?
Sort of.
And you can't let it go?
So, I don't know. Is Raynor here? Did Raynor come?
Yeah, Rainy's been dragged along this entire time.
Yeah, Raynor's here.
I don't know. Because I don't know what's actually true.
Mm.
I don't know what is when I first found out that I could fight, I didn't feel like I trained my whole life to know how to wield a sword. I just knew. It was like I cheated. I got all of the reward and none of the work for it.
Mm.
And it's kind of the same way. It's like I can't just jump back into going to get married in 6 months. But there's
A feeling.
It's there for a reason.
I'm making faces and hand gestures at you, but you can't see it. So
That's
Talus,
okay.
can you end the spell?
I mean,
I forgot he was invisible still.
You're just talking. It looks like you guys are just talking to the wall.
I'm sitting against the wall beside you.
I think it's kind of funny that there's just this thunking sound coming from nowhere. And, you got another 45 minutes. I'm not wasting that spell. I can only do that, a couple times a day. I'm getting every minute out of it.
I mean, it's just gonna be bad for you if you don't. Anyway,
People already think I'm
me
crazy.
being invisible, there's so many things that get bad
Oh,
for you.
punish me. Do it.
Anyway, I don't know if it's... part of me doesn't even want to say it's a feeling. It's like a shadow of a feeling.
I was about to say the same thing.
And and it's not my shadow.
It's like
I'm
I'm
just standing in it.
like a feeling worm bored itself into your head and is eating your brain.
Like my head's some sort of apple.
Well, here's the thing. My interpretation of dreams is they're, yes, like a reflection, like a mirror for your soul. So, I don't know if you have more than one, or if it's a reflection of a part of you that's still there. Maybe your mirror is shattered and you can't remember for a reason.
I don't think that whatever Nathaniel was doing with his father and any other members of that family, I don't think it was good. I don't think that you get splattered across your house in a pasty mess by a devil if you're doing a lot of good things.
I know, I agree. But you're having these
my
dreams
whole
for a
existence.
reason.
So what's the reason?
I don't know. That's your soul, not mine. I can only see so much, Ace.
The fact of the matter is, we know that there are nobles in this family that are dealing with this cult of Asmodeus,
Right?
and I know that I'm pointing at the thing on my
I know
back.
what you mean. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's
They're
there's some
apparently
people-
not friends.
Right.
Yeah. We don't know who is. What if, like, all of them are worshipping Asmodeus? And, like, what if your family was, like, they were, like, trying to be good and take him down, but then they, like, got lost along the way and they made a bad choice and bargained with the devil and then it turned on them?
The fact of the matter is, I don't know a lot about Asmodeus, and definitely not about this Mephistopheles. I mean, they're both devils. Like super devils.
Wow.
Because
Kind of cool.
in one of the earlier dreams, Nova, you remember the devil we saw, and it didn't fully match the description of like anything that Volo's written about.
Right.
Was that Mephistopheles or Asmodeus? Are they able to just show up in someone's house?
I mean,
That is really scary to think about.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, kind of in the background.
so I mean, do devils live here?
No. Devils don't live on the material plane, and they can come. Hi, your GM remembered that Raynar was here for once.
Hi, Raynor.
Hey.
Devils can come to the material plane, but it's not generally possible without some sort of assistance. So if minor devils are coming to the material plane, there is either the assistance of someone here that is summoning them with some very dark and evil magic, or there's someone there that's very, very powerful that is allowing them to come here.
So then that's like my best friend, because she doesn't live here, but she can sometimes, like, she doesn't show up, but, like, she can kind of interfere. It's like looking through a little mirror and kind of, like, tapping, and maybe the other person on the other side doesn't see you, but maybe they hear a little bit of the tap.
A lot,
Like that.
precisely. And a lot of times, even in your case, Talus, or in the case of these devils, they use the people here as pawns. And that could be a positive thing in your case, or a negative thing. It depends on what coloured lens you're looking at it through.
Oh, I'm
I'm
not a
sh-
pawn.
Of course you're not, darling.
I'm her best friend. She told me that we were best friends. That's
Okay,
everyone else is probably pawns, though.
so you're equals.
Raynor, do you remember when we went to the Cormathus estate and your friend, the Magister, said that they had found, I think they, correct me if I'm wrong, said that they had found a hidden drawer or compartment in Nathaniel's desk, but it had all been taken and brought in as evidence already?
Yes.
Or at least the desk was emptied.
Yes, the desk was emptied.
I just wonder if perhaps it had information about whatever the family was doing, but now that's probably sitting in... Where would that go? Would that go to one of just the...
Castle Waterdeep, maybe?
Yes, probably. There are areas in Castle Waterdeep that are used for such purposes. There's likely an evidence room where those things are stored, but it would be very highly guarded.
I mean, when we went in there investigating it the first time, we weren't pseudo-acting as the Grey Hand, but I don't know how much we can really push that.
We've been flashing our little thingamabobs a lot lately.
Yeah. For good reason, not abusing it, but
Of course. We would never abuse any kind of power or responsibility that has been bestowed upon us. We're good people.
the fact is, I'm running out of ideas of where to keep understanding this, because if it's connected to the cult, and then there's still all of this stuff with Xanathar and the Zentaur, and it just feels like the city is some sort of powder keg. Like something is going to happen.
It absolutely feels like that. That's what we're all afraid of.
Can I look at my cards? Are they acting up?
No, they are not.
Okay,
You can pull a card if you want, but it's not active.
No. I was just checking to see. I'm like, are you saying anything? Oh, okay, we're good.
No.
He says powder keg, and I'm like, everything's gonna blow up.
Well, we have this room for tonight, but it's also High Harvest Tide, and our staff is, like, doing stuff, like, probably, like, right now. Do we want to, like, maybe just go and kind of put aside these concerns that we can't really do much about right now?
There's one thing that I can think to do.
What's that?
Your card said that we should ask for help.
Yeah.
We could ask Galore.
You just want to play with that fucking rock again, don't you?
I really don't, because it makes me feel like a fucking idiot.
You want to try asking here, and then we go back and we have dinner?
Yeah.
And then we bring all of the leftovers to the field ward so that everyone else can have Harvest Tide too?
Yeah. I'm tired of everyone saying that this is bigger than you. I'm pretty fucking big.
Alright, so let's go to the room. Oh, and then Rainy can see our breadstick. Raynar, we've
shown him the... Give him a little...
But maybe because Raynar has the earring in, he'll be able to get in on the group conversation.
That's true.
Because that was crazy last time. Raynar, do you want to talk to her breadstick?
I don't know if I have much to say to your breadstick, but I would be happy to listen in and maybe provide some sort of insight if I have the ability.
He's really annoying.
Sorry.
Let's go talk to him. I'm so excited.
I mean, he's annoyed himself. He was turned into a rock.
Okay, let's go to the room. Talk to the rock.
Let's go to the room.
Okay, we go to the room, and we take. I feel around for any invisible little people.
No,
Me?
little people. Except for Sir, you probably
But he's
bump
invisible
into him
big
a little
people.
bit, but yeah.
I'll stop concentration on Sir.
Okay. So he poofs into existence.
Hi. Hey, hi. You can... Because he was invisible, his eyes are a little puffy. A little bit, slightly puffy. But his eyes are always red, so don't worry about it too much. Okay. I don't know necessarily. It just says that it knows a lot of things, but I want to be very specific in what I ask it about so that we don't keep it out for too long.
Do you want to make that a discussion now?
Yeah.
He
What?
sits down.
What to ask it about.
I mean, you're the one who wants to know about, like, stuff with your family. Do you want to, like, ask it about the guy on your back?
Mephistopheles, maybe. I'm trying to think of...
Or,
yeah, of course I want to know about my stuff, but I want to know what's threatening the city.
Yeah, but
if they're connected.
and
those damn keys.
Well, why not try asking it about the keys first, and then when it decides to act like a little rude person, little rude rock, then maybe ask it about what if the threat is like these devils that are like fighting, and they're gonna come and they're gonna be giant, and they're gonna fight each other and step on all the buildings, and not even the walking statues can stop them. Kaiju.
That's horrible.
Kaiju.
That's
Yes.
actually horrible.
So then ask it about one of the devils if it doesn't
Okay.
have the keys.
Okay.
And then if it doesn't about those, then shove it in the bag.
Also, Loki, do you want to ask it about Manchu?
Oh yeah, we should really do that.
It might get bored with me. It probably will get bored with me.
I'm just gonna keep my hand on Ace's shoulder and keep pumping him with guidance.
Okay.
and I still have Thought Shield, right?
Yes.
Yeah, last week
All day.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I think I'm also
Yes,
shielded
you
too.
both are.
You
Oh,
both
it
are.
might not be able to. Okay. Isn't Thought Shield you have to consent to let someone talk in your head?
Yep.
I believe so.
Yeah, you have to
You can,
allow.
you can feel the ringtone, but you can decide to hit ignore.
Too fun.
But you have the bag, so
You pull it out?
I'm opening it up to Sir. So
Okay.
you can pull it out. I don't
Okay.
want to.
okay, fine. I will reach in and think of the stone of glory.
Okay. You feel the cool, smooth stone on your hands. It's like a mango kind of size, like in your hand.
It's like a mango.
Well, it's
I
like
pull
vaguely
out-
mango shaped too.
I pull out the magic mango.
A breadstick.
Okay.
Wait, mango. Yeah, mango.
You hear a very audible sigh in your head.
Hello, galore.
This in and out and in and out is getting very tired.
It is so that other people can't find you.
You know, I
That's the
can
only
see
reason.
right through most of what you say, correct?
Then you would know that that's not a full lie.
What is it that you need?
We have just been thinking. And
Have
I
you?
really... I'm talking about. Yeah, we have.
Ciao.
I have. I want to know more about these keys.
I told you that you weren't ready yet.
You said that we aren't ready to find them.
What is it that you'd like to know? Your information is going to be limited, given that I said you're not ready for them yet.
That is
Rude.
fine. You said that these keys are not like normal keys, in which case I'm thinking not like the typical put it in a lock and turn it kind of key.
Correct.
You said there were 3?
Correct.
Okay. So, what I want to know is, don't tell me about the keys. Tell me about the lock. If they're not normal keys, then it's not a normal lock.
Correct.
So what can you tell me about the lock? instead
There
of
is
the
none.
keys? There is no lock?
Not
Then what
in
do you
the
need
way.
a key for?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I get it, to open it, but I mean, okay. That's fine. There's no luck.
Oh, wait. Can we group chat with him? Them.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need you simply because you know how to get these keys, or do we need you because we need you to use them?
I am the only one other than Mr. Neverember himself who knows the location of the vault and the keys in which you need to open it.
Alright. Okay. If that's all that you can say about it, then that's fine.
Ask him if he's happy to see Raynar, because Raynar is like the dad of the guy who like I don't know if he like made him into a rock, but that's like his son. It's like blood relations. Is he like really happy to see Raynar? Is he like, wow, familiar?
I mean, are you telling me to think that, or are you saying that on the earring?
I'll say it on the earring, I guess. I don't know if it can hear me.
Talus wants to know if I like look at Raynar if
He shrugs.
you are interested in the fact that we are here with Dagoth's son.
Interested? No.
Do we hear that?
Yeah.
Hey, Raynar, I mean, someone else that doesn't care about your relation to your dad.
He just happens to be like an ancient elder sea god.
All right. If there's nothing more to be said about the keys for now, then there's actually something else that we wanted to know about, because you said that you are very knowledgeable, and we would
I
like your
am.
help.
As long as it is not about the keys, I could probably be of assistance.
All right. We were wondering what you know about a being known as Mephistopheles.
Describe him to me.
Some sort of devil, and I don't think we've ever seen him, but we know a symbol of him. And I can like think about the symbol.
Roll me a percentile die.
Oh god!
You don't have a very good description of him, so we're gonna see how well this works.
That's fair. I mean, I could describe the devil I saw in the dream, but I don't know if that's.
Can you like think of what you saw? Can you like try to remember that? I guess it already.
Yeah, I already said what I said. I rolled a 49.
Oh.
Okay. Mephistopheles, the Lord of No Mercy, Lord and ruler of Cania, the 8th level of the 9 hells. He's a diabolical, crimson-skinned, handsome, red-irised man.
Me?
Once the court magus of Asmodeus himself, Mephistopheles has his own rulership now, and he wants it back from Asmodeus himself.
So you're saying that he is trying to literally take over hell?
Interpret it how you will.
A beautiful red-skinned, red-irised man. You mean he looks like me?
Pretty unique description.
Does the description match the devil that I saw in the dream?
You
Didn't see his face. Right before he turned around was when you
back was turned. That's right. Mother butt cheek.
Ass cheek. Not for real though.
Yeah.
Are you asking if tieflings of Mephistopheles tend to mirror his appearance in some ways? Yes.
Okay.
Is he your dad?
No.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
How? Glor, I do not know of my parents. I woke up in a very compromising situation, and I just looked like this. What does Mephistopheles have to do with that?
You asked your question.
I asked my question. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's more than we knew. So thank you. We're just trying to. You don't care why we're asking, do you?
No.
Okay. Then I won't bother you with the details.
Should we ask him about Asmodeus?
Didn't he insinuate that he has all of your memories?
He nods.
What do we need to do to unlock them?
Oh, Nova's asking the good stuff.
I don't know if I want to ask it that.
I know he can hear me.
Are you asking me a question about your companion here with whom I have now this connection himself? Are you asking about Sir?
Yes, I'm asking about Sir.
Unfortunately, as much as you all might like to think he is not of legendary importance, I have no information to give you right now.
I don't know if I feel good or bad about. Yeah, no, that's fine.
No, I don't mean.
I'm pretty young.
I didn't mean on like a legendary scale. I was just curious if you personally have access to his memories. How do
I can see them, yes.
so? Are you the only one that can see them?
Well, considering I'm in his head, I would assume so.
What would we need to do to get you to tell us what they are, or show him? It's not about
Pose a good
legendary.
question. That's just from if you were trying to cast Legend Lore on Sir.
Oh, okay. No.
It has to be of legendary importance for Legend Lore to work.
No,
how do we get him back on
I'm
the team?
asking Galore personally.
Just in general.
What do we need to do to get you to show him or help him remember?
Get them back.
Yeah. I'm messaging him telepathically.
Prove yourself in the same way you need to prove yourself to get the keys.
But he won't tell us.
So you're saying that if we get the keys and unlock this vault, you'll willingly help him?
Sure. I can add that on.
Okay, fine. That's something concrete that we can work towards. There's one other person that I'm wondering if you know about, because we know next to nothing about them, but a lot of people want to know about the supposed leader of the Zentaurum, the one that is only known as the Manchun. But that is all we know.
That's your only description as a name.
It is all we know. No one has ever seen this person.
Roll me a percentile die.
Does guidance help with percentiles or no?
No.
Okay.
No,
it's
that's
not an
for, like,
ability check.
checks.
Okay, well I'm just still pumping him in case he needs to make a wisdom
That's
save.
okay. That's okay.
64.
You had less information this time, so the chances were lower of being able to cast Legend Lore in Manchun. It was not successful.
Yeah.
With that description, there is nothing that I can tell you about a man by the name of Manchun.
That's fair.
But you confirmed that he's a man.
Shun.
It's Chunk.
Alright.
We met him already. Oh no.
It's right.
So, we don't want people that really want to kill us for having you to kill us, and you don't want to be put into this bag of holding. So do you have a suggestion in a way that we can protect ourselves from people that want to find you?
If people want to find me, they're going to find me. It doesn't matter whether I'm in the bag or not.
Shit. Oh.
It's easier to carry you.
I thought you wanted to hang out with us, Galore. You said that we were supposed to find you. That's like destiny. That means that we were fated to be friends.
Doesn't mean I enjoy your company.
I love your company. You're
Didn't
so
you-
charming.
I mean, you've said that you can control people, get them to leave you other places if you do not want to be with them anymore. If you do not want to be found, can you not be found?
That's correct.
Do you want to be found right now?
I've already been found.
Okay. I just put him on the floor. I don't put him in the bag, but I just put him on the floor.
Okay.
No, breadstick.
What?
Put him away.
I don't know what to talk to him about anymore.
Is he hungry? Galore, do you want a snack? Galore, if I put you into a bowl of soup, can you eat it?
No.
You hate
No.
soup? If you're an ocean god, that means you basically lived in soup. Would that be more comfortable for you if we put you into a bowl of soup? Even if you
No.
don't want to eat it?
No. I don't
No.
want to be put in a bowl of soup.
Talus,
Yes.
he answered our questions. So
Bye, loser! I grab him and I yeet him into the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't do it this time. Oh my god, he makes me feel so stupid, you guys. Which, I mean, if he's a god of knowledge, I guess isn't that big of a dunk, but it hurts me.
No, buddy.
We gotta, like... I don't know.
What the hell does he mean that these keys that aren't really keys, that we're not ready to find, but we were destined to find him? What the hell?
Maybe it's not a key like a key that goes in a lock, but maybe it's a key like a map. You know how sometimes there's like maps that are like, and they'll be like, this is the key to the map. Yeah, maybe it's something like that.
What if it's like a portal? Because a portal wouldn't have a lock. And the key would open the portal.
Kind of like something similar to that like stone that was binding the elemental into the...
Right.
That's
What if
pretty
something
true.
that needs to be like summoned to this plane to get there?
I mean, I was trying to confuse the knowledge god. I will say it. It's not that good. I thought maybe it would let something slip about the lock that I could kind of reverse engineer what the key was going to be like, because like why does it look like that? It's a weird stone with eyeballs on it. And there's 3 eyeballs, so I thought like maybe he's the look and you put something in his eyes and and it's like 1, 2, 3. But 3 is a really common number. So maybe it just has 3 eyes. I don't know.
Magic number.
But I thought maybe that like we had to do something with like slotting something into the eyes, or that
That's also
he was,
fair.
and that using him now with that he would know where the vault is.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
like the number right detector. Like he would be able to be like beep 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 beep, but probably not say that.
Beep.
Possibility.
Beep.
Just go through just another 3 sessions of doing a metal detector with the Stone of Gore. So it says we're not ready. We don't know what to do with all of these people moving on the city, so we just wait.
Prepare.
Well, didn't he say that you needed to prove yourself?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think waiting falls under that.
Kill Manchun.
Okay, but if not that, then what? We gotta go start.
Making moves.
I don't know where to go next.
We gotta keep doing stuff. Like, there was a couple days there, like right after the tavern, right around the time, like before the tavern got built, we were just going to brunch every day. And don't get me wrong, I love brunch, but brunch does not an adventurer make. All right, so I think we gotta stop having brunch, stop getting day drunk sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And like keep going and doing all this stuff, like helping all these people and making money and making moves on all these organizations.
I don't know. I know that the Zentarum have been the ones that are making all of these moves, but my head keeps on going back to the Xanathars Guild because they've been really quiet. But every now and then, someone peeks their head around. There's Krentz, or there's
Yeah.
that little dwarven bitch.
I don't know.
There's
If-
the Mind Flayer thing. I don't think he knows what that's called, but there's the thing that we found. There's the
Octopus
brain
face.
thing. Octopus face thing.
No, Volo told us that it was a mind flayer and that it was an intellect devourer was the brain
Right,
dog.
that's
and then
right.
He told us
Yes,
that
he did.
eyeball thing was the
Okay.
origin.
In that case, then I don't feel mad at you, but like, yeah, there was the Mind Flayer just chilling. Was that Xanathar?
Maybe.
I don't think he'd
I mean,
show
is
himself
the-
that easily.
If we think that he's the leader of the Xanathar Guild, then do we like want to try to find him again?
I don't want to work with the Zentarum, but right now I don't really know.
I don't think we need to. I think I might be able to help with that, but I also might get in a lot of trouble.
That reminds me.
Right. I was just gonna
No.
say.
Who is Jarlaxle?
Yeah, who's Jarlaxle?
Raynar, do you know who that is?
I've heard the name before,
Oh,
but he's very elusive
Oh no.
from what I
Another
know.
one.
yeah, so I know him. He's my pal. He's like one of my other best friends, but he can never be my number one best friend because that's a reserved position.
Then why do you seem so scared of him if he is your second best friend?
Right.
Because he's like really cool and hot and like can probably do a bunch of things. And he's
He
just
is
like
really hot.
you know when like you meet someone that's just like super chill and they have that confidence where they don't have to say anything about themselves, like hardly at all, but you just know that they can do things and that they've been able to do things that it took you a while to learn and they can just do it. It's like that. Okay, like
Have we met him?
couple
Okay.
times. Nova knows him really well. You know, Captain Zardos. That's him. But he's in a disguise. And do you remember when I brought my friend JB Nevercott around? Like that day that you sang that song when that noble family was
Well, I
there?
knew that was Zardoz. I didn't know that was.
So wait, he put his disguise in a disguise?
This is what I'm talking about. He's like a
And
really
then his second disguise's name was JB Nevercaught?
yeah.
I guess if it's a disguise of a disguise, then it's actually a little bit more true.
So he like so he like runs the carnival, which I think he likes the carnival, but he also through the carnival we have like a group of best friends, and they're called the Brigaders. Raynar, I don't know. Do you know who those are?
No.
Okay, well that's actually really surprising because I thought that your little band.
Mert might know, but I don't.
Okay, so basically, the Brigaders is a very, very secret organization of drow. It's mostly dudes. And they go and, like, we just go and do stuff. Like, we just find stuff out. I don't know why. I don't know what Jarlaxle's thinking. They picked me up after I left my family in, oh, fuck. Oh, that's another thing. I'm not from the Underdark. I'm from Luskin. Actually, really, like, my whole like fake personality with Torres being a noble from Luskin is actually I'm not a noble really, but I'm from Luskin. Left my parents. I found them. Traveled with them for like a year through the carnival. And we just find stuff out. Like anything. And he had me bring that handkerchief to a little girl in the dock ward, which is where a couple days ago I said I had business to take care of. And that was what it was. And Jarlaxle had me do that to try to find stuff out about nobles. But sometimes it's you just fuck around. I don't know what he's thinking.
Okay.
But that guy that was cutting off people's heads was part of it, and that's how I knew him.
Okay. I don't want you to say too much if it's putting yourself in danger.
Right, I was just going to say, how much... Are you in danger now?
I mean, the fact that I dropped his name to a bunch of rat people is way worse than telling
here's
you
the thing. I mean, okay. Tell me if this is a crazy idea. We're thinking about trying to make moves. We don't want to go to the Zentarum. We want to try and maybe get back in contact with the Xanathar Guild, because we don't know enough about them to see if we can find anything.
Yeah, and I think the Brigandareth could help. Or kill me.
Or kill you.
Okay. But just follow me along on this. You went to the Shard Shunners because you said that you were trying to procure a deal between them and the Brigandareth, and they've been working with the Xanathar's Guild, and they wanted information on the Xanathar's Guild, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yes.
So why don't we just go back to Jarlaxle and basically do the opposite? Say, yeah, we're working with the Shard Shunners, but they wanted eyes on the Xanathar's Guild, and just basically use that whole connection that you've just established to get us in contact with the Xanathars.
I mean, I was thinking that he's going to ask how I found out about them and how I got them to agree to do all of that. And I'm going to have to lie about I'm just going to have to leave out the part where I mentioned his name, but I'm going to have to tell him to watch out for rats on the boats, because there's a lot of rats on the boats, and now I'm wondering if some of those rats were sneaky people rats.
I think giving him that information could help you, because you can say that you've just been doing work. And if you need to know how we found out about them, you can kind of actually tell the truth. I guessed. That's literally what I guessed. I took an educated guess on how things work in the Dark Ward.
Okay.
And we got a meeting with them.
So
if anything, it just means that they're not super secure. That's not on us.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to talk to him directly, because he's a very busy man. I don't know what he does all day. I don't know where he is half the time, but I have somebody there that I usually talk to.
I mean, the only other thing is possibly trying to find that old Xanathar base that we never, I think, fully explored, because we were trying to get out of there.
We told the guard, we told Davil, we told... Raynar already knew about it just because he was, there with us. We told the rat people. We told literally everyone about that.
Then we find another one. I mean, that's not the only base that they had. I don't know who else to turn to. I mean, I don't know what Vajra... I don't know what we could ask Vajra or Temperance for. We told Tempe about the Asmodeus cult, right?
I don't know if we did. I think that we might have left that out. I think we left that out, and we told her what we've been telling a lot of people, that it was the Zentarum working with the lady of the house there. I think we
right, and I mean we got her buddy boy arrested.
The Hrabas?
Yeah, we got Hrabas arrested.
She's missing. We don't know where the noble dude went with the kids. But that's whatever. I'm not even concerned about them. The point is... I mean,
if we tell them about the Asmodeus cult, I don't know. That doesn't get us any closer. That just helps them.
Yeah, so... The Brigandareth might not know anything about the Xanathar Guild. They might not have anything. But if I tell them everything that I've done, and I can spin it in my favor, then they might be able to help in some other way that'll indirectly help us with that. Because the thing is that the Manchin Zentarum people are fuck those guys. If I ever lay eyes on Ursula Floxen again, I'm going to literally shove my foot up his ass. And Davil's
I'm really hoping the Shard Shunners come through and find Krentz for me.
Yeah, Davil's Zentarum are kind of out of commission right now because all these guards are like doing all these inquiries and like he's incarcerated breaking rocks on a prison.
I know.
So
The thing
I
is-
don't think we have any other leads.
Tell us. Do you trust Jarlaxle?
He's really smart, and I can never tell what he's thinking. So, in that sense of like coming up upon like somebody who like could charm,
Would he kill you?
he has come very close to charming the pants off of me multiple times, and could easily do that at any time. I just haven't yet. But also, like, probably knows a lot of stuff because he's so charming and can like get people to do things. So it's not that I'm afraid that he's the kind of person who would like beat the shit out of me, like a thug person. But he's very smart. He helped me a lot. So yeah, I trust them, but I'm afraid that I've broken the trust. That's why I'm scared, because I dropped him.
Well,
Are we gonna try and pursue after the Xanathar's Guild?
I think we should, but I don't think we should just go in blind. I think that could hurt us.
yeah, to what end? Like, what's our main goal? Just
I think what Raynar said is right. If we're trying to prove ourselves, then we were not learning about any of this until we were chasing the Stone of Galore.
Yeah,
Now
I
we
think
know what the Stone of Galore is used for. We have the bargaining chip.
maybe we need to tie up some of these like loose ends, and that's how we prove ourselves. All these other groups and people that we never actually dealt with, like the Xanathar Guild and Firstal Fluxin, makes me sick.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah,
Please say something, yes.
You find the Xanathar Guild hideout that we got flown out of. What do you do?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in Rainey's camp. Like, what's the point in just for the sake of like dismantling them from the inside, or like are we killing
No.
Xanathar? Like, what's the end goal?
No. So far, we don't know what they
want.
Zentarum have been actively making moves in the city, and bad moves that hurt people. But they're against the Xanathar's Guild. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they're about.
So
what
finding
I mean.
this hideout again, your intentions are to speak to someone who might be there? Are you trying to infiltrate it as a Xanathar Guild
No, I
agent?
think
What's
that
the
hideout
plan
is
here?
that hideout is dead. So many people know about that hideout. There's
Should have
no
been
way they're
dead.
still using it. I
But-
think we need to find something else.
But you're asking about the ends of my means. The ends is right now. Davil's people have to stay low,
Mm-hmm.
and every time we encounter Zentarum, they just try to kill us. I let Krentz live, and also that there was we worked with someone when we were looking for the Nimblewright that also wanted to
Don't
find.
even-
I'm not mentioning. I get it, but the fact is, they keep on coming up, but I don't know
What they want.
what they're about. Maybe we can use them.
I much rather use Jarlaxle. If we're-
Well, the thing is, we need to like, we're not ready yet. So I think we need to do things to make ourselves ready, like do what adventurers do. So maybe we find another hideout and we clear it out and we kill all of the eyeball head tattoo people and the whatever.
So let's talk about a way for you to get with the Xanathar Guild in a safe manner rather than just storming the gates, so to speak. I think Nova's idea of using Jarlaxle is a good idea.
Yeah.
Because if
That was my original.
Yeah, you've got this, and so I was talking about it. You've got this plan of trying to run with what happened with the Shard Shunners? Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah, because that was because Talus was establishing a connection on behalf of the Brigandath, and it seems like the Shard Shunners could be a middleman between the Brigandath and the Xanathar's Guild, who they're already working with.
So it might get you a contact within the Xanathar's Guild.
Okay.
If this is not something I'm asking of you because it could be dangerous, but I know that Mert would definitely be happy about it if you decided to use those connections with the Xanathar Guild to, I don't want to say infiltrate because I don't want you going in there and actually being members, but
Like,
Mert is a name that we have not heard in a while.
Here's
What
the thing.
does he want?
Here's the thing. My card said we need help. We need help. If we use Jarlaxle and Mert in conjunction, I feel like that's the place to start. I don't think we should just jump to Xanathar's. Like, it just feels like there's steps that need to be in place before we get to Xanathar.
No, I agree.
Okay, because you guys are talking about storming in and killing people, and I don't...
She
No,
was talking about that. I did not say anything about
Nova's just like
storming and murdering
squirming,
more
and
of
like,
them.
I don't...
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said use words.
Well, okay, but we could, instead of just running around the sewers until we find someone to kill, we could try to find out where maybe the base from Jarlaxle and then kill them.
Or let's use Mert and Jarlaxle to see if we can get a Xanathar contact and then talk.
Hey, Raynar.
Hi.
Zardoz has treated me well over the span of working with him, and if he's got his reasons for hiding, sure. He probably makes Talus nervous, sure, but I feel like he's much more of a person that I rather trust than just jumping straight to the Shard Shunners and Xanathars. We have no former connection with them.
Yeah. No. I think going through a phase of establishing connections.
Yeah.
We need new contacts. Because we're running out of threads to follow.
Yeah.
And somewhere out there is an evil cleric bitch that I do want to fight, but that is besides the point. I just
Did
hate
you
her
tell
a lot.
Raynar about her?
I did, yeah. I said that
Okay.
I thought.
I feel like we would.
Yeah.
I think we
have.
Raynar, yeah.
I'm still recovering from the inflict wounds, because I was saying that there was like a headcanon that there was like a little inflict wounds mark because she hit me with that with a couple times. Yeah. I think when we went to pick him up at his house.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. If I didn't,
we would have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So maybe Raynar taps Mert and we tap Jarlaxle.
Yeah, but Raynar, are you gonna tell Mert about Jarlaxle and the Brigadier?
Is it something that he needs to know?
No. And
I don't think it has any bearing on what he's doing now or what he's doing with me.
I just don't want to get in trouble.
If all he cares about is us securing a Xanathar contact, then I'm sure he's willing to not ask how we got it.
He's very much a don't ask questions with information that he requires and would pay well for. Let's say this. For now, I won't tell him anything regarding what you've told me about the Brigandath. If it comes to a point that I need to, I will consult you first and we can do it together in a controlled way.
If I go missing, you can tell him and try to help find me, but I'm pretty sure that probably might not happen.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
If you go missing, I'm gonna beat Jarlaxle's ass no matter how pretty he is. Okay?
Alright. I've probably only ever interacted, this is me out of character, I've probably only ever interacted with him a handful of times and I've probably never actually seen him fight, so I don't even actually know that he can fight, I just know that he's like really smooth.
Out of character, Chrissy's well aware of Jarlaxle's capabilities and he's fucking hot and I love him so much, but in character, Nova has...
Yes,
So
everyone's hot. Everyone's powerful and hot. Mert especially. Anyway.
So what is it
Mert is
exactly
hot.
that you want me to do with Mert? Because I'm sure he could have work for you if I ask him, if you're looking for things to do. I could broach the topic of you potentially being able to make contact with the Zenithar Guild. I'm sure he'd be happy with that. If you're wanting to be a middleman here for him and a contact with the Zenithar Guild, it seems like you have a good footing to get there, though.
Yeah, I think if he has like any other information on the Xanathar Guild, that would be good. But I think we'll try to use Jarlaxle to I mean, does Mert, maybe if Mert has a contact, then yeah.
Would you like me to set up a meeting with him with you all? So that you can discuss this. I can be present, but so that you can discuss this with himself? With him yourselves?
I'm trying to think of out of character. I'm trying to think of what we want.
Yeah.
We just need more information, right?
That's what I'm
We
trying
need
to
more
get
options.
Says that we need to like basically like we need like power up here. We need to like get good. So we're trying to like find out more about what the Xanathar Guild is doing so that we can get good. And because we keep like finding ourselves at the intersection of a bunch of different connecting threads of all these different organizations, but the Xanathar Guild is probably the one that we know the least about. And we don't know what their motives are, we don't know what they're doing, why are they always fucking trying to stab us every time they see us? Like, yeah, we infiltrated their shit and killed their people, but like, come on, they were trying to kill us before then.
And we at least know we do not want to be friends with the main Zentarum, and so if we can do an enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. So from what it sounds like, we want to tap Mert and we want to tap Jarlaxle to be like, hey, we need more threads. We need more options to pursue in the city. We'll exchange work for information. We'll exchange work for contacts. We'll provide we'll try and establish a Xanathar contact for Mert for information that Mert has about the goings on in the city. Is that like right? Am I like getting that?
I'm not even trying to do enemy of my enemy as my friend with the Xanathar Guild, because I certainly do not consider the Xanathar Guild like friends in any way, shape, or form because they kidnapped Floon.
No, they're an enemy. No, they're an enemy of an enemy.
Well, yeah, but like even the friend part is still just like, like
ignore that. It's just an idiom.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm
we
saying
want information and threads to pursue.
Like trying to do more work.
He wants to pretend to be friends.
Yeah, like
if we just say that we hate all of them, then we get nowhere. So we have to play a little nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this discussion, I'm gonna just kind of lay out what I'm hearing. So you want to talk to Jarlaxle.
Yep.
Because Talos wants to talk to him about spilling some beans, and you also want to talk to him about using the shard shunners to garner a connection to the Xanathar Guild.
I mean, I'm not trying to tell him willingly that I spilled the beans about his name, but I'm going to tell him, like, look at all this work I did. I got us a connection to the Xanathar Guild. Do you have any other information about the Xanathar Guild that
Okay.
I can, yeah.
Do you want to connect with Mert to see if he has any information and also get work? Okay.
Yeah,
anything else I'm missing?
I think we're specifically trying to make some moves, find out some more stuff about the Xanathar Guild specifically, and using those two people to try to like pinpoint where we should go.
It could be as simple as just like, look, we're like doing good works adventures in the city. It's kind of we've hit a dry spot. We want to get deeper.
I mean, I'll go along with this, but I just want to say that I'm not sure Xanathar is the way we need to go here. We have all these devils and shit happening, and I don't know. Like, I'll do it, but I just feel like we're kind of looking in the wrong direction. Maybe that it's just a gut feeling.
Well, I think you're getting a little bit too caught up on not pursuing them as like it's the right direction, but having another card in the hand to play with.
Yeah, I have a lot of cards.
Because we don't know, and you have a lot of cards. I'm literally just meaning because we don't know anything about them, we don't know if they know something we want to know.
The more information we have, the more chips that we can have in play when we need leverage to find other stuff out.
I'm not saying they're the end all be all. I'm casting a wide net.
Okay.
Because the devil thing we only found out about that like very recently, and I feel like there's some weird shit with that, and it also is very upsetting for Sir. I mean, I'm saying this like out of character, but like and I feel like that is something that we're kind of slowly dipping our toes into. I mean, I can ask Jarlaxle about. I can give him I can show him the Asmodeus thing. And be like, y'all know anything about this shit? Like, I can do that.
That might be a good
I
idea.
don't always know anything, but I can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, let's just tap all of our cards here.
Just to find out more, because information is like a currency better than gold.
Yeah.
That's literally what got us with the Shard Shunners, was telling them about the Brigandareth and the hideout.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone thinks we're dumb and small and can't know anything, so we're gonna know everything! We're gonna find out what Tune is!
Let's see what they come up with.
Okay. I think that's a good place to take a break after having a little bit of a discussion and figuring out where you're going to go from here. So let's take a few to regroup and get some snacks.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, BRB.
We will be right back.
We are back.
Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, everybody. We took some time, had a bit of a break. Hope your break was good too. But I think we are ready to get back to it with this discussion everybody was having. I believe there's been some finalized decisions, so the day is yours to do with what you will, everybody.
It's like early afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say probably about 2 or 3.
Yeah. So we have time, and then we'll do this. We'll
Yes.
talk to the people. Have Raynar go and set something up with Mert for like the next couple of days. Talk to Jarlaxle, then have Din.
Yeah. So Raynar, can you tap Mert so that we can set up a meeting? We can check on the Three of Cups, and then you can go talk to Jarlaxle. That order?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm like totally Whoa.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Alright, so who would like to go first? Do you want to check in with the Three of Cups first? Or go talk to Jarlaxle first? Really quick question from Raynar.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll get back to you. Question from Raynar though, when would you like to meet with him? Do you want it as soon as possible today? Or would you like a specific time?
I think any time in the next couple days, but not today.
Yeah. Don't rush them. Yeah, 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and we're vibing. I don't think we have any time constraints, so whenever works for him in terms of the actual time.
I don't want it to be today, because today I want us
It's
to
been
be
so long.
Well, I want us to be available if something goes down today because it's High Harvest.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then Raynar will bid you all farewell. And do you actually do that?
No, that's
Wait,
just
what did
me.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Did you give him
I
kissy
didn't
lip?
actually. No,
He went.
he didn't. Dylan just went. Sir did not.
Okay.
Sir is not.
The ever frightening DM question: do you actually do that? Okay. So
I
he
just love
bids
him.
you all farewell. And we'll head off to go and find Mert to speak with him on your behalf. Would you like to do the Three of Cups first, or would you like to do talking to Jarlaxle first?
I mean, the Three of Cups is probably like on the way because we're like all the way in the Undercliff. We gotta go all the way up, back around.
Okay.
Are you going to
See
be
how-
meeting with Jarlaxle alone?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
probably.
Do you want us nearby, or like, do you want us to stay at the Three of Cups? Because we're gonna go there first, I think. Anyway.
No, you can like be around at the carnival, but like not in the room because I'm trying to spin it, but I haven't told anyone about it.
Well,
So
he
you
was
don't tell me
asking me to
what-
come back anyway and check in on things, so
Yeah, hang around the carnival.
I'll come back
Okay.
and check
But
on
Three of
things.
Cups first.
Yeah.
So that we can get
See
that
how
situation.
the preparations are going.
Yeah.
Yes. Three of Cups first.
Okay. So you can travel through the Undercliff. It's early afternoon, so the sun hasn't quite started to set yet. As you are moving through the field ward, it's very clear that there's a stark difference of what's going on here versus what's going on in the city. The field ward is not. It's not that they are not celebrating, but the celebration is definitely not as prominent as it is in the city itself, in the city proper. There's people out and they're talking together, and there are people that are hanging out together, but you definitely don't smell the very appetizing smells of food being cooked, things like that. People are just kind of coming together to spend time with one another rather than the festivities that are going on in the city. There's makeshift decorations. They've basically done their best with what they have. And it's basically like night and day walking from the field ward through the gates into the north ward as far as what you're seeing. In the north ward and moving to your establishment. There's beautiful garlands of like orange and red and like yellow leaves, and you can smell that very telltale smell of spices, spiced meats, things like that are cooking. And the smells even change just as you're kind of moving through on even blocks. One block will smell kind of like those spiced meats and roasted vegetables. The next block, it'll kind of change. Like you're walking through a perfume department, basically. It'll change into smelling more sweet, like smells of vanilla, those warm smells of like pastries and sweets and things like that are being baked. But you can make your way through the North Ward into Troll School Alley, where you find yourselves at your own establishment. It's still early afternoon, and you asked them to open for dinner, so you're not open yet. But your crew, your staff, are definitely still cooking and getting ready. Even the whole building itself, when you open up the doors and walk in, there is a temperature change from coming out from the outside into the inside, because your building is being heated by the hearth that's pretty much operating all day.
Nova's the one that gave them those recipes, right?
Yeah, I'll go check on the kitchen and just make sure they need any help or anything.
Kitchen's doing very well. Your cook, when he sees you come in, it's a very excited moment, like, Miss Nova, come look, come check. Just make sure it tastes right. And she has you come over and taste test everything, make sure they're following your recipes properly, and seems to be doing pretty well. But they're very excited to show you their rendition of your mother's recipes.
Oh, they're so sweet. Ew.
The bartender comes back behind the bar. He had been kind of cleaning up, making sure things were set up with tables and stuff. There are table settings that are out for people that want it, and also people can come and take things to go as well if they choose to take something from your establishment and then move on through all of the other things. So the bartender sees you, Nova, and says, actually, it's good that you're back. Yesterday, I think it was, some mail came for you.
Oh? Okay. Where is it?
He hands you an envelope.
Oh no. Does it say where it's from? Or who it's from?
Baldur's Gate.
Uh-huh.
It is from your buddy.
Oh.
I won't say names out loud just because I don't know what you're doing yet, but I will send it to you privately.
Okay.
And you can read it to them yourself if you would like. If not, it can just be for you.
So it'll be like, I'll take my mail as well.
It's like one of the Clipper, like, junk mail coupons for, like, pork.
The program that I use sends things as pictures rather than
Ooh.
There is your letter. You can read that to everybody if you want.
Oh, it's long. Oh, okay.
So while Nova is reading her letter, i.e. Christy reading her letter, is there anything anybody would like to do while you were here?
How long are we gonna be here? Are we just checking in and going again?
I think we're checking and going and then coming back.
Okay. Then I don't have anything. If we're gonna be right back out, then I don't have anything. Really.
Yo, is Istrid around?
No. Estrid is not around, but there is a dwarf here. A male dwarf. Quite a long beard.
Does he look like Istrid, but in this gender bent Istrid?
roll me like a general just like perception check.
$13.
It's Istrid in disguise.
He's just vibing.
Actually, she looks like she was helping with the table settings.
Oh, how kind.
Thanks for the help. gonna take a glass of wine to my room and just chill.
Okay.
Maybe.
You can absolutely do that.
Yeah. I need it.
Okay.
Before Sir
Sir's
does that,
going to have stressful. Yeah, well.
while he's like pouring the glass of wine, can I pour us some shots of something and try to see if he'll do a shot with me? Because like we gotta take the edge off these nerves.
Sure.
To see if I'll do a shot with you. Of course, I will do a shot with you.
Okay. Tequila shots.
Twist the arms.
Yeah, do the arm crossed. Except I'm 5 feet even, and you're.
I'm sitting in one of the stools, and you're standing.
I'm standing, just like. Oh.
Yeah, I'll knock one back.
Oh,
too.
Christy.
Hey, Christy, is Nova just reading it out in the open?
She would have went up. She went up to her tent upstairs because she was gonna check on the staff upstairs anyway.
Okay.
The staff upstairs look like they're setting things up to make like comfy places for people to sit if people are coming to stop and stay, setting up the hookah, everything else. They've put like garlands kind of around the top of your tent and like decorated a little bit too. And there's like a Miss Nova, I hope that's okay when you come up.
I will say that when she does come back downstairs, she looks like all that stress that was happening like about 5-10 minutes ago, it's fucking gone. She looks like she is so happy. She got a spring in her step. She's just like,
If my passive insight is 11, do I notice this?
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think she's hiding it. Yeah, you can notice.
No.
Good news?
You have fun up there.
It looks really good up there. They did like these really cute decorations, and I got a letter from home, and everyone sounds like they're having such a good time over there.
What does the letter say? Who's it from? When did you? Why did they write you? What is it about? What kind of paper do these? What color is the ink?
I elbow you.
I mean, if you want to read it.
Yes!
I will hand her the letter. It's a little. I don't know if she's gonna understand half of what's in there.
Would you like to read it out loud, or do you want me to read it out loud?
Can you read it out loud? I'm not good at reading out loud.
Who's it from?
You'll see.
I look at the last page to see who it's from.
Let Joe read it.
She's spazzing. She's like, backstory!
Hi, Nova. I know I haven't written in a while. I'm sorry about that. I've had your letter sitting on my desk to remind me to respond to you, and yet, you know me. I was moving through my room this morning, and I stopped and I said, I have to write to Nova today. I cannot do anything else until that is finished. So if you get this letter, you'll know that I was finally successful. Of course, I would love to see you, but I know better than anyone how stubborn you are. Just know no matter what, I will be here and waiting for you, so you do what you have to do. You opened up a tavern? Nova, that's incredible. Have you told your mother? You know she would be unbelievably proud of you. I can tell her if you want. I still try to stop by and say hello every now and then, even if my work with my father is keeping me very busy. Last time I was there, she made me those delicious meat pies that she used to make us for a snack when we were running around Baldur's Gate when we were younger, since they're so portable. Obviously, I didn't run off to bother Nathaniel this time, and I stayed and chatted a bit. I know she would love to hear from you. Nathaniel's doing relatively well. He was promoted on the watch to lieutenant instead of a captain, so he is working a lot more. Rather than commanding his own squad, he's commanding the commanders of squads, if that makes sense. I think he's been getting some trouble from the Flaming Fist, though. You know how haughty they can be, trying to act like they're the only authority in Baldur's Gate. But he's doing well enough, I think. I don't get to stop by and see him as often as I would like these days. I'm working quite a lot since you've left. Father is really insistent that I learn everything I can in a short amount of time so that I can take over in his stead someday. It's difficult doing all of this work knowing that it isn't really what I want to do, but you know how overbearing he can be. So I've been studying his financial books and going with him to talk to mercantile families to shadow him and learn how to conduct business. It's dreadfully boring. I definitely miss the days when we could just grab a couple horses and go off and ignore responsibilities. I hope that your work with your tavern and your adventuring jobs are at least entertaining. I love you. I promise I'll write more. Moongi.
I love you? Who's Moongi?
He's my best friend.
Best friend or like best friend. What does I love you mean, Nova?
I mean,
You engaged?
no.
I think I love you means I love you.
I mean, I love you, Tellus.
But do you love me like Moongi?
Well, I've known Moongi almost 2 decades now.
I'm incredibly charming.
I would love to know what it's like to know someone for 2 decades.
Oh.
Oh, rip.
You're the longest people I've known you the longest of my whole life.
And I love you
Actually,
too,
what about
Ace.
the Oh, yeah.
Flips a peace sign and continues to drink his wine at the bar.
Wow. Okay, I don't know what any of this says, but like, you're not. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Here you go. Here's your letter back. Wow.
I haven't heard from a while, so I was getting worried.
Are you gonna write back?
Of course.
Good.
Maybe not today. We have a lot going on, but maybe tonight. Maybe
Sure.
after, if things settled. But yeah, I'll reply to him. We
You
have
can-
those magical letters that seem to get there faster. So
I was gonna say, have you ever? I bet they haven't
Well,
gotten
yeah,
a magical weapon.
that's how I sent him the latest one when we
From
first.
the last one.
The last one was when we first opened Three of Cups, so I sent him and my mother both a letter with those
You should
papers.
You should send a present too.
I sent Mom a pressed flower. I couldn't really put items in the folded letter. I just
No,
You could send it along with like regular post.
send
I
the
guess so.
present along with regular post. We could get some of the wine together. I bet they can't get the
Elverquist.
I bet they can't get Elverquist wine super easy in Baldur's Gate.
yeah, he probably deserves a drink.
How do you
And
know?
we can put a 3 of Cups seal on the box.
That'd be nice.
Perfect.
I like that idea.
You know, it's how do you know this Moongi person?
I ran into him when we were little. I was doing some errands for Mom, and he had snuck out of his estate, and we just kind of hung out, and then this stupid bitch dropped like this potion exploding bottle. I don't know what she did, but it really hurt Moongi. Like it knocked him out. I thought he was dead, and that's when I healed him for the first time. And it was ever since then we've kind of been inseparable.
So you saved his life.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nova, you're amazing. I love you. God. Anyway.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, we were
I
really
just saved
little,
his
like
life.
5 years old.
You
I don't even
saved
know
his
how
life
old.
at
You were like
Five.
5 or 6 years
We were like
old.
5 or 6 years old. He's like a little
And you
bit older
just-
than me.
You just
You can
saved
imagine
someone from the brink of death.
5 years old.
I had never used magic before. I was just crying and trying to.
You're amazing.
I guess.
Yes.
You're so fucking cool. I was so lame when I was 5. I sucked.
Well, it's not like I could do it all the time. Like I hadn't done it a lot afterwards. It took me many years to start realizing what I was capable of. But yeah,
Wow.
he's.
Sir didn't even know. He doesn't even remember being 5 years old. That's mean. I'm sorry.
I came out fully
He's-
formed and buff.
He's actually the reason I learned I could dreamwalk. I started sharing dreams with him.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So,
What kind of dreams?
not like
Talus.
that, Talus. We were like kids.
Oh, this person is. Wow.
You need to go talk to Mr. J.
Mr. J.
Who's Mr. J? Oh. I'm like, wait, is there someone in here that we need
We're
to
in
talk
front
to?
of, no,
Okay.
no, we're in front of our employees.
Oh,
and-
okay,
and a
okay,
member
okay.
of-
I got you. I
um,
got you. I got you.
Yeah, that was Chris.
I understand.
so-
That was Christy like blanking. I'm like, am I forgetting another name?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. You need to go talk to Zardoz. Maybe we can't say that name either. You gotta go talk to your boss.
Yeah.
Are you going alone?
No, we're all gonna go, right? You're gonna
We're gonna go to the. We're gonna hang out in the fair. Nova might even go in with you. I'm gonna go to the fair
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with you. I'd like to check back in.
Yeah, I don't think you should be there when I tell him.
When you go on the ship.
I go to my earring.
Yeah.
When I go to actually talk to the captain about the real things that have actually been happening, I don't think that you should be there because I'm kind of banking on lying that no one knows anything, and I didn't name drop him, but 5 billion people, half a dozen rats, and also you guys.
It's okay. Well, I'll just check in with people on the beach, and you can go to the ships and talk to the captain, and me and Ace will just walk around in the carnival area on the beach. So at least if anything happens, you can message us. We'll be close by.
I'm hoping that I can do some wood carving at the beach.
Ooh.
A little driftwood might wash up at this time of year, because it's fall and there's storm thing.
I've got some in my room that I got that I picked up last time that I was gonna do something with. So let's go.
Okay.
Dre.
Copper for me to you.
Copper.
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 Dre. Copper.
Okay. All right. So you hop on to the drays, which are also decorated with garlands and different bits of art that people have used to create the festivities. So you can hop on your dray, move southward through the city. The further south you go, it's kind of like a bell curve. You're in the North Ward, and there's some festivities going on. Middle of the city is kind of where all of it is happening. It is most concentrated through the trade ward in the castle ward, especially because that's kind of the sort of area where the marketplace is, which is where a lot of the really popular stands are. Getting a stand in the marketplace during High Harvesttide is sign of
Those have a stand.
Does who?
The snow beetles.
Yes, they do, actually.
The File and Meadery have a stand?
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you get towards the dock ward, where the towards the western side where the beach is where the carnival, that word escaped me for a moment, where the carnival is, it starts to die down again. So it's like a bell curve, kind of, as you're moving through the city. It is there's still some stuff going on here. Here it's mostly drinking. There's not very many food stands in this area. Here it is mostly people carousing. But as you head further west, that's basically where the food here is. The food in the dock ward is mostly concentrated at the carnival and the carnival food stands. But your dray drops you off at the dock ward, just shy of the beach. There's a bit of walking that you have to do to get there, but you have arrived to the very, very busy.
If it was any other day, this would be so fun.
I don't even know if anyone's gonna be available. I didn't think about that.
I'm sure you can get his attention.
Well, yeah, but I would rather not be yeah, okay.
Alright, I guess I'll be nearby.
Ooh, is there shit, I don't have my disguise. Fuck.
What?
I don't have
She
my
doesn't have her disguise.
I don't have my disguise on. Balls. Is there a tent I can just climb in the back?
A lot of the food stands have tents behind them where they do most of the cooking, and then they just kind of have the food on a stand itself to serve. So you could duck into one of the food stands if you wanted to kind of do quick change.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to sneakily do that, become Lady Torres, just there for yeah.
Okay.
Official.
That's fine. There's quite a crowd here that you guys are kind of having to navigate. So if this was a initiative sequence, it would be difficult terrain. There's a lot of people here. As you're moving through. You actually, I know your initial plan was to head directly to the ship to try and speak with Zardoz, but you actually can hear him.
Yeah.
As you're moving through. He has a very boisterous voice when he kind of turns it on for people who are at the carnival.
Yeah.
So you can kind of, you can't make out what he's saying quite yet, but you can kind of follow the voice, and you eventually find him at one of the carnival games, specifically the Flying Frog game, which is basically you throw like a beanbag. Yeah, it's you get a little frog-shaped sandbag basically that you have to put on the far side of a teeter-totter, and you have to smash the teeter-totter with a hammer, and the frog needs to fly and make its way to a target. That's the game that he's at, and he's kind of leaning on part of the stand. To Nova, or I guess is the only one who hasn't met him. He's got kind of long brown hair. He's got a mustache that kind of curls. Tanner skin. He's wearing a hat, like a purple hat that's got a feather in it, with like a purple suit that's got like the tails that kind of come out and curl. Tighter slacks. So they're like skinny slacks, basically. They come to cinch at his ankles, and he's got really shiny black shoes on.
Debonair with a capital D.
Yeah, and you can see that the inside of his coat has kind of a pattern that looks like peacock feathers. But he's like leaning, arm on the stand, talking and joking around with the people who are there. There's just you didn't quite get that one, but try again. This one's on me. No, you don't need to give me any nibs. Just go ahead and try this one. You were just cinched to not enough. You just little bit more force on that one, love. And then he kind of leans again and then watches lots of the little kids and the family that he's with go one more time for free. Hasn't quite noticed you yet.
This is when I first met you. This is the carnival game that I took you to. Do you remember? We first met and I won. I think I got a stuffed unicorn or something? Like a horse? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. You were saying
and also
that
a pink paper party horn.
You were saying that I should. That was when you were still trying to get me to work here.
I mean, it pays pretty well. And they don't enslave you like you did at the Hanged Man or whatever that bar was.
Oh, God, Ike is not. You really need to stop saying that about him, or he's going to kill you.
Sorry, my cat is fiddling with stuff behind me.
That's okay.
I know he's not really. It's mostly just about pulling his leg.
Do you We haven't eaten in a bit. Do you want some? Do you want me to get you something so that I have an excuse to walk away?
Oh yeah, you could go to Salty Pete, the pickle vendor.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm gonna go to Salty Pete, the pickle vendor.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Get
Salty Pete.
Get some fried pickles from Salty Pete.
His name is not Salty Pete.
No, it's not.
No,
that's just what
that's literally what Palace calls him. But yeah, Sir's out. Bye.
Can you get out of this crate, please? Jesus.
He sits there and watches them one more time. The kid uses the hammer and is able to fly the frog into the target, and he gives them a rousing applause. And gives them a stuffed unicorn as a toy. And as he's giving them that stuffed unicorn, his gaze kind of glances up and he sees you, Nova, and Lady Torres right now standing there. And his eyes light up. He's he likes you guys. So he gives you a wave, comes over, takes off his hat and bows very low. Ankle or foot toe kind of coming out behind his ankle. My favorite two girls, what are you doing here?
Just checking in.
He kind of pinches your cheek, Nova. It's lovely to see you, Nova.
You too.
Figured we'd, come and see the festivities happening on this lovely Harvesttide day.
Take it in. You can play any of the games here, Nova Talus, just you don't have to pay any nibs, you can just go on and play, I love you two girls.
Seem really busy today, huh?
Oh, very. It's usually very busy on holidays here in the city.
Too bad I don't have my tent set up here, but it's nice.
You'd make a pretty penny if you did, Nova.
I'm pretty busy at the Three of Cups now, so...
Haven't seen Sir in a bit, Nova. Can you go check on him over at Salty Pete's?
Sure, I'll go gather him. I'll see you around. I go looking for Ace.
Okay.
Purposely not going too far, but I purposely get lost in the crowd, but I just want to still be in, the earring shot, if I can still
Sounds good.
maintain
Yeah.
eye contact.
I do be looking.
Hello, love.
Well, I don't want to take you away from all of the fun and festivities, but I do have a bit of carnival business that I thought I'd talk to you about, if you have the time.
Oh, I always have time for you. And he puts his hat on your head.
Thanks.
And puts his arm around your shoulder. He will start to walk to the ship with you.
Okay.
So he takes you on a walk towards the ship. When you've gotten to a point where you're to the part of the crowd where it's kind of dispersed a bit on the beach, he squeezes your shoulder and guides you up with his hand on your back up the gangplank, which is only one person wide. So you can make your way onto the deck of the ship, which is not empty right now, but it's definitely not as full as it normally is. There are still a few people here who are maintaining the ship. Is this a talk on the deck sort of conversation, or is this a go down below sort of conversation?
Probably the latter.
Well, off you go then. And he gestures.
I go.
And he'll follow behind you. You go down one deck. It's basically the galley of the ship where people can sit and eat, where food is normally served. But there's no one here in this room. He gestures to one of the tables and sits down with you. Leans back and his hair kind of falls over his shoulders. Props 2 feet up on the table. Crosses one ankle over the other. Gestures to the chair next to him.
I sit. It's just funny because he's fucking bald. This is fake hair. Okay, yeah. Well, I will have you know that while I have not checked in a little while, I have been.
You haven't.
First of all, that handkerchief, I got that I don't know if you noticed, I got that thing while Sir was singing that performance where yeah. So that was basically done immediately, within an hour of you asking me.
Well, look at you. I did not notice.
Yeah.
I trusted you made your delivery then?
I did. She was very sweet. I turned her invisible. It was great.
Oh, I bet she liked that.
Yeah, she tried to steal from me. It was kind of fun. So that's taken care of.
Okay.
And also, I have a bunch of extra stuff that I wanted to tell you about that I think you might find very interesting. And I basically am going to go through the entire story of all the things that happened with what was the name of that noble family? I forget.
The Calhoun?
The Castellanters.
Oh,
No,
Castellanters?
the people that were
Calhoun?
in the house. The ground, everything.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fireball that happened I think the day or two after he visited. And everything with the Growlhund Villa, but it's not the version with the Stone of Galore. It's the version of like we accidentally stumbled upon like some devil cultists and also like Manchun, Xanathar, and like pissed a bunch of people off. So then these devil people were like chasing us. And then I will tell him. I'm not telling him about the stuff with like Sir and his connection to that specifically, but just like telling him about like that there's these devil cultists that are like out here doing I don't know what, and that they're coming after us. And then I will also tell him that while I was doing work to help the Snow Beetle family, found out about the Shard Shunners and that they work with the Xanathar Guild, but also want to spy on the Xanathar Guild, and that we could use them. And that I kind of like am trying to establish like a connection with them, but I'm not mentioning that I used his name or that I talked about the name of our organization specifically.
Okay, so you start to talk to him, and he's sitting there with his feet up on the table, kind of leaned back and relaxed a bit. You start to talk to him. When he realizes that this is going to be a lot of information and a lot of story, he holds a hand up for you to stop. He stands up. He plucks the feather off of the hat that you're wearing, and it is revealed to be a quill. He goes over to one of the counters, opens a drawer and pulls out some parchment, puts it on the table, and he, like with like a flick of a wrist, drops the quill, and it begins to write on its own.
This is
what
like
you are saying.
Yeah. This is like the written version of what that detective, he had audio.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Props his feet back on the table, resumes the same position, and just listens as you ramble on.
Yeah, I tell him all of that stuff, but I'm specifically leaving out anything that would incriminate me. And I'm not telling him that I told my friends who he was either. But then basically the whole point of this is that I'm trying to figure out a little bit more about the Xanathar Guild, because I think they've been a little quiet lately, and it could help me to establish something with the Shard Shunner, where people who could turn into rats, but also rat people, but also people. And wondering if he has any information about the Xanathar Guild or any, like, inns. Because I don't know what to do.
Well, that's just quite a lot of information you gave me there. He's looking at the multiple sheets of paper.
And I'll take out because I have the bag of holding, I will take out one of the cultist symbols of Asmodeus and put that down. And I think we might have taken a robe, and if we did, I'd take that out too.
So he takes like one finger and puts it on the Asmodeus amulet and slides it over to him and picks it up. He's just kind of twiddling with it in his hand. He lets the chain kind of wrap around his arm a bit as he's like swinging it back and forth a little in his hand. Oh, you've been very busy.
Yes.
And you're trying to make connections for the Brigandaires.
I thought it would be helpful to have some rat people, because they can literally turn into rats. Like, I'm not even, like, they literally are just, they can be a person, but then they can also be, like, if you mix a person with a rat, but then they can just be, like, a little rat. And
when you say rat people, you mean rat people and not just people that are rats in, like, the, oh, you're a rat situation.
No, I mean, like,
I get it. Okay, literal rat people. So what struck you in taking the initiative to try and make connections yourself rather than what your normal work has been the past year or so? This is new for you.
Can I be honest?
Always.
I'm tired of people telling me that I'm in over my head and that I'm too small and that I can't do anything, because that's probably true, but I'm gonna try to make it not true. And so I guess I'm trying to prove myself.
So what made you do it without consulting with me first?
Because I thought that if I was, like, really bold and, like, just, daring and, like, took the initiative, that you'd be like, wow, she's really cool.
Well, you know what to tell us.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, wow, she's really cool.
Nice. Yay.
Christy's
fangirling so hard right now. Holy shit.
In fact, it sounds to me like you might be ready for a bit more responsibility.
Always. I mean, I've been juggling, like, literally every organization, clandestine and otherwise, trying to kill me for, like, weeks now, and I'm not dead yet.
So you say that you want to get in with the Xanathar Guild, which is why you made this connection, so to speak, with the Shard Shunners, because they also have a connection with the Xanathar Guild. That's what I'm gathering?
Yeah, they do work for them, but I think, like, it doesn't seem like they fully, like, trust that organization, because they wanted to know their whereabouts and stuff. So I thought maybe I could, like, persuade them away from that.
Well, it sounds like the Shard Shunners and I are kind of on the same page in that regard, in that we want to talk to the Xanathar Guild, but we don't trust them for anything. So, a little bit more responsibility, you say you're ready for it?
I think so.
Well, I think it's kind of important, and maybe you know, that the city has been kind of sweeping everything, just making sure that whatever this clash, this war, whatever, between the Xantarum and the Xanathar Guild is not getting too much into the streets and endangering the city of Waterdeep itself. I'm sure you've seen that. I'm pretty sure the Watch is rounding up members of the Xantarum just for questioning, at the very least.
Oh yeah, I know, like, one of the people that's in charge of, like, the other faction, and he got picked up.
Davil.
Yeah.
Yes, he has been picked up. I have, actually, somebody who's a magister who's keeping an eye on that situation a bit.
On Davil?
On Davil, yes.
Poor guy breaking rocks on a prison farm.
He's not quite breaking rocks in a prison farm. He has not been incarcerated, love. He's just being held for questioning.
Yeah, I know. It's funny to think about his little arms breaking rocks.
He, like, boops your nose. You have always been quite the jokester, love.
Yeah. Well, at least that means he's alright. Because he was kind of helpful with a lot of stuff, so I don't want to get incarcerated. Oh yeah, he came with us to that, like, manor.
So you've got quite an in with this devil then, don't you?
Oh yeah, he's part of this group called, like, the Doom Raiders, and then one of his friends, Istrid Horn, who works at a bank, is actually living at my house right now, but dressed up as a man. And there's some guy named the Big Guy. I know his name, I have it written down. And I have it in my notes, but I'll tell him about that stuff too. The whole exposition that Davil gave me in that nasty, like, in Tavern thing.
You have a member of the Xantarum, like, leaders currently staying in your establishment.
Not the Manchun, like, Xantarum.
The Doom Raiders, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna pay me a bunch of money for it.
Interesting. That might be something that we touch on a bit later then. I'm definitely interested in this Istrid Horn and what she's been up to. Perhaps even you could probably get some information off of her. You seem to have a bit of a relationship set up with her. Any information about what they've been doing would be good.
I don't even know if I know what they're doing. I had so many notes from that. I don't even remember literally when that was. Siraj, what are they doing? Basically, wasn't it that they were trying... They were basically just trying to, like, separate who's who. Like, who is loyal to whom.
Yeah, that's the main goal of what they're doing right now.
That's what... I'll tell him that. That's what I know, but I can try to find out more.
I would like it if you could.
Shit. Yep, alright.
I might be able to that's the wrong accent. I might be able to utilize this relationship that you've been gathering here with Xantarum. So keep that up.
You got it, boss.
But back to increased responsibilities for you. You warned the Zenithar Guild. It just so happens that we've captured a member of the Zenithar Guild. But because the city is sweeping everyone that might have any connections with anything related to nefarious activities or crime, we don't want to keep him here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can keep him at the Three of Cups just for a few days until another member of Bragendarth is able to come and pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do with him whatever you want while he's there.
Just like he's just gonna like hang out, like he's just gonna. Oh, yep. Okay.
You can leave him tied up in your basement for all I care.
Okay.
But we've captured him, and I'm moving him to a secondary location. So, and you just to keep him until then.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
And then you can ask him whatever questions you want while you've got him.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Okay, that's your responsibilities for you then, there, love.
Great. Thank you.
Is she very visibly not as enthusiastic as you're sounding?
No, that's just me sucking.
Okay.
That wasn't me trying to say it unenthusiastically. That was just me
Sure.
in the middle of writing.
Just making
Alice
sure.
is happy that this is going well and is much more relaxed now.
All right. When you come home tonight, you'll find him in your basement.
Oh, all right. Yeah, tonight. Cool. That'll be really exciting to explain to everyone working there and my friends. I will figure something out. In fact, I have an idea now. Good thing I carry this whip on me at all times. I can spin a story about it. Cool. Great. All right, yeah. Well, that's what's going on everywhere that I've been. So, yeah.
So check in with me more, love, because that's all very interesting information.
Yeah, I can. I just, didn't want to bother you because you're very busy, and I kind of felt bad after everything that happened. Like, with the beheadings and all that. It was a little crazy.
He holds up the Asmodeus medallion. And I can keep this, yes?
I have another one, right? I think I have... Let me check my inventory. Hold on.
I think you have 3. Yeah. 2 or 3.
Yeah. I don't even know if I actually, wrote it in my inventory. But yeah, if I have another one, then I'll give him that.
Okay. He takes it.
Even that would be, a little bit garish for you, which is very difficult to do. But, don't go around wearing that. I mean, I know
I wasn't planning on it.
It clashes with everything else that's going on.
Well, given the information you've given me, which is all very, very good information, he taps the papers. It looks like I've got a bit of work to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, enjoy the carnival for the rest of the night, at least.
Oh, absolutely. I would never miss a High Harvest-tide carnival.
Well, the fried pickles are probably getting cold now, so I feel like I should go back and meet with my friends.
Alright, that's totally fine. Keep getting information from any of your Zentarum friends. I don't trust them, and I'd like to know anything that we can.
I so want to be a fucking piece of shit right now, and I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, I give him a thumbs up, and I skip out.
Okay. Before you leave, he stops you. He's like, wait! You've still got his hat on.
Oh, I give him his hat. Oops.
He puts the quill back in it.
I mean, I thought it looked really good on me.
Everything looks good on you, darling.
Well, yeah, but Jarlaxle, Captain.
Talus. Yes.
Have you heard of the Stone of Galore?
Can't say that I have.
I'll try to find out more for you, because that's something that I think people are looking for.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. Bye. I skip out.
He was just kind of, he said, "Is that so?" And he was just kind of looking at you.
Uh-huh.
And when you say bye, he didn't say anything as you skipped out.
I did it. I had to give in to being shit stirrer.
I was just gonna say you're such a shit disturber. Oh my god.
I was gonna be like, you had to poke.
You had to poke.
I needed to stir it a little bit.
Just a little.
That's okay. That's okay.
I wouldn't expect any
I
less.
didn't lie about it. I said it seems like something that a lot of people are interested in, which is true.
But you can skip off to find your friends.
I think I would have led Ace to the shore of the beach where we could sit down and you could do your wood carving while we're waiting, like with eye line on the ships, so we could see when she walks off.
Okay. Yeah, then you'd be able to see her skipping off to come find you guys.
How long has it been?
What'd you say?
How long has it been?
How long has it been?
Probably only about 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Okay. He's not too far into it, but he's this carving that he's going to be working on if he ever finds free time is he's going to start carving a Stone of Galore lookalike out of this driftwood.
Interesting.
Is what he's
Okay,
going to slowly start working on.
Roll me a performance check, but it's technically performance, but make it dexterity based because you're carving.
Okay, then it's because I'm not proficient.
I just want to see how. Yeah, I just want to see. Are you proficient in
woodcarver's tools?
Let's say, are you? If you're proficient with woodcarver's tools, you can do. You can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So that means it's going to be a +3.
Up there, that corner.
I rolled a 3.
Oh.
It is
lumpy.
Not great.
Yeah.
You're still working on it.
This might not be the right wood for it. It's kind of soggy. Ugh.
But Talus can meet up with you guys on the beach now.
Hey. Sorry, just, talking to the captain, because haven't worked for a while, and yeah. Do you guys want to go have dinner at the Three of Cups?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, that looks like shit. What are you? Is that a boat? Is that supposed to be like?
I chuck it into the water.
Oh.
Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Was it supposed to be like a little wooden boat? Because it kind of looked like.
No, it wasn't a little. Don't worry about it. He's like wiping off the shavings on his legs. Like, just go get dinner. Just trying to make a breadstick.
Oh, did not look like a breadstick.
Thank you.
Oh.
Understood. Got it the first. Let's go eat.
Okay. You guys can grab a dray, copper from each of you, to get you back to the Three of Cups for the evening.
Is there someone in our basement?
Yeah.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Wait, when it's basement, you mean like the wine cellar?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking... Who is it? What are they? Are they like, tied up?
Yeah, they are tied up to a chair that they so graciously provided for you.
Are you gonna tell us anything, or are you just going in and going into the wine cellar?
Okay, while we were on the tray back, I will explain that it went well and that It actually went so well that he is providing us with someone who belongs to the Xanathar Guild, who will be in our basement probably by the time we get home in the next 10 minutes. And that we're telling the staff and everybody that this is someone who hired me for professional dominatrix services, and they wanted to be tied up in the basement. Don't go down there. If they ask, they're not allowed. Just don't let them down there. It's gonna be a couple days. This is a person in our basement.
Sorry, just both of your faces.
What the fuck?
Dallas, we're running a business. We have staff that goes down there sometimes.
Yeah, we can just tell them not to go down there.
That sounds so suspicious.
That we're, that there's like a bunch of mold and rats from us not being open for a couple days, so we're cleaning it, but it's like super toxic, like mold that grows in your eyes and turns into mushrooms, so they can't go down there for a couple days.
I mean, I'll just say that we're their boss and we pay them. Please don't go down there. We don't have to get intricate about it. But
I mean, what I'm wondering is, like, the staff is literally there working right now. And if we go home and there's somebody in our basement, how did they get it down there?
I'd assume
it's a member of the Xanathar's Guild.
Yeah, but it's the Brigandareth captured this person.
Does the Brigandareth have teleportation magic?
It's possible. I don't know. I don't know.
So what you're saying is I don't actually get to go home and have a nice dinner.
No, you can't. You totally go home and have a nice dinner.
I don't think that I can sit and have a nice dinner knowing that there's someone tied up in our basement.
I mean, I think it's kind of an exciting way to have dinner. Let's just go home. Let's just go. Okay, fine. I want to see who it is. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. So when we go in, do you go just straight into the wine cellar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna act casual first, because yeah.
I will give her the key to lock it when she leaves, so the staff can't get down there if we lock it.
Okay. Are we all going down there?
Message us if you need us to come down there, but I'm gonna act natural and go check on the second floor.
Oh, sir, it's really hard to lift all the barrels down there. Can you come down there with me?
Sure, I can come help lift the barrels so that we can get at the mold.
Cool. Yeah.
Whatever it was that you said we're doing.
And yeah. See, you said the mold was lame, but we're doing it.
I go with you.
I stay upstairs and I actually don't go to the second stairs. I stay on the first floor so I can make sure that no one goes down there.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. So you guys go downstairs. Downstairs you see your normal wine cellar with like your barrels of ale and wine. But in the middle of the stone and dirt floor. No.
Okay.
I would have punched.
You find a man sitting in a chair that has been so graciously provided for you. Sorry, hold on. I have an unhappy little dragon in his crate right now.
Oh.
Caspian.
But you find a man, a dwarven man, who is sitting tied into a chair that has been provided for you. He looks to be very old. He has a gray beard, He's wearing a very ratted clothing with kind of like a cloak over his shoulders that's comes down over the shoulders rather than up over the shoulders. He's wearing a strange little hat. It's kind of like a gold hat that has little protrusions coming from it. 10 of them, to be specific. Doesn't appear to. He looks at you guys when you come downstairs, but he's got dejected, slumped shoulders, and he's got something over his mouth to keep him from talking. Hands tied behind his back on this chair.
I just look at Sir. And I look at the guy, and then I look at Sir. Ta-da!
Yeah, it's like you pulled a rabbit out of the hat, but you put
a man
tied up in our basement.
Aren't I so clever and talented?
Do you have any idea what you're going to talk to him about?
Nope.
Okay, here we go.
But this is a group effort. You know, we were looking for, a connection. Got it right here, sitting in her basement.
I'm gonna walk up to the dwarf.
Okay. As you get closer, you can see that his hands bound behind his back. His hands are together, but what's around his hands looks like a metal or a rusty metal sphere that's keeping his hands bound. But you approach him.
I look back. Are we taking out the gag?
Yeah, I'll go up to him. And I'll go up to him and take off the tape or the gag or whatever.
Okay. So you take off the cloth that's tied around his mouth, and there's also a cloth stuffed in his mouth that he then does blah, 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 to spit out.
Hi.
Hey.
He doesn't say anything.
What's your name?
How's your day been going?
He just looks at Sir. And then looks back down at the floor. Say anything.
Do you like pastries? Do you like savory or sweet pastries?
Savory, he says quietly.
Okay, cool. That's a start. Just listen. We don't really need to know a lot about you. And we're not trying to be bad people here. We understand that you're associated with the Xanathar's Guild.
He nods.
Okay. We don't gotta do names or anything. We've been trying to talk to one of you guys.
He's looking at you now, sir.
We have been working in the city. We've been pissing off a lot of people, namely the Zentarum. We're kind of not on good terms with them. From what we understand, neither are you. Maybe we can work out some sort of non-violent agreement where maybe we can be helpful if you can be helpful to us. Just something like that.
Nods.
Okay. I look at Vic, you are muted. Please, you gotta help me.
I just did a bunch of talk. Okay. I'm trying to think of what to say to him. So, we're familiar with one of your little hideouts, and there was a mind flayer in there, and he had some intellect of ours, some like brain dogs. Basically, we're wondering if there's another place, since he kind of left, that guy, that we could go to try to talk to people from your organization to try to, share information and figure out a way to deal with Manchun's people.
So what do you want from me?
Well, do you know anyone who might be, like, in charge of, like, different groups, like someone in a leadership role from your organization that we could talk to? Or, like...
How can we make contact?
Yeah.
Well, that would depend on what you want me to tell them.
Tell who?
Whoever you want to talk to. I can't just walk up to somebody and say someone wants to talk to you. You have to give me a reason.
We want to take down the Zentarum. We've pissed them off and they're trying to take us down. We want to beat them to the punch.
It's not something that you can necessarily just go ask anyone for help with, but your people are probably at the top of the list.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll a persuasion check.
Who?
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
We're charismatic.
I am pretty charismatic. Persuasion. Not good, though. An 11.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Answer me this. Why would I give you any information if in a few days from now the Brigandarf is going to come and pick me up and do something with me?
It's a fair point. Well, maybe we can, try to pick up where you left off. And try to help out your organization with what you will no longer be able to do.
If you want to help out my organization, you would figure out a way to let me go back, because if I don't go back, that's going to be bad.
Why? Are you like a big boss?
Someone's going to come looking for me.
Okay. We do have experience with that. You do kind of seem to watch out for your own. Look, you're not making any promises right now, so we're not going to make any promises. What I'm going to say is, we asked the Brigandarth for
a bit of your time.
And they provided you to us. If we say that we're not done, and we're still working on this, and that we need you, I think that they care more about this connection and future connections more than cutting off one loose end. Because then that costs them everything, right? And I think you know that, and we know that. So instead of it being you versus us, let's be the middle piece. and we all get what we want. We're just going to be the bridge so that important people on both sides can talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm not going to ask for your name. I don't want to know anything about you. I want to know, how can we get contact with somebody? I don't, it can be on your people's terms because we are coming to you. How does anyone get involved in the first place? What can we do to make ourselves known?
Getting involved with the Xanathar Guild in the first place requires a test of sorts.
We're not unfamiliar to those. Yeah, test us.
I'm not the one that would test you.
Okay.
Well,
My job is just to take care of Silgar. I need to get back to Silgar.
who's Silgar?
Wide Eyes shakes his head no.
What is that? What was your job?
To take care of Silgar.
What happens if you don't take care of Silgar?
Yeah.
He dies.
He dies if you don't take care of them?
You nuts.
So saving him.
No. Yes?
Keeping him not dead.
Yes.
What if we do that?
I see you, Christy.
What is Silgar?
I can't.
Who is that?
I just have to get back. I can't say.
Can we go do that?
No.
Listen, I know who Silgar is too, but I'm not trying to metagame this shit.
Okay, well we can't just let you go. So so the sooner you can tell us how we can get the attention of someone to test us, the sooner we can start talking about helping Silgar or you finishing your job.
Well, there's a lot of ways that you can get the attention of someone, and it would be the test itself. You just need to do it, but I'm not going to tell you how to do that if I'm going to just be taken away by the Brigand Earth in the end to do whatever it is they're going to do with me.
That's all you assuming things. Plain and simple. I never said that. Did you say that?
No.
Taurus?
Listen, man, honestly, yeah. Seriously, what are you more scared of? Getting potentially taken away by the Brigand Earth or Silgar just...
His eyes go really wide.
That's what I thought. So, here's the thing. If you cooperate with us, and you help us out here, then maybe Silgar won't kick the bucket.
I'm gonna be honest, you're not in the best of positions, and I think you get that. But if you're weighing the options of what's most likely to end up with you being kind of okay, I think it's just helping us. And that's not me threatening you. It sounds like someone else already is.
We don't need to put the fear of God in you. You've already got it.
I'll even throw in a savory pastry. We make really good ones.
In order to get the attention of someone from the Xanathar Guild, you have to commit a very serious crime.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They watch the streets. They'll come find you.
I mean, we've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we've killed I killed so many people.
If you've killed people, the Xanathar Guild would have already reached out to you.
He's killed a ton of people too, but not in the sea. He killed him on the mountain.
In the streets of Waterdeep?
Oh no, it was like up on the mountain.
Then that's why.
Broke into the Grauhoon Manor?
Yeah, we did that.
Oh.
Stop. Never mind. Yeah.
You've got to do something like robbing a hire coach, or kidnapping a Waterdavian citizen, or murdering guild leaders, or things like that.
I touch my earring and I say, "Hey, do you think we can ask Elizabeth how they staged her murder so we can stage another murder?" Nova would hear that.
Out of character, fake kidnap Rainy again.
I mean, there's people that we definitely want. I mean, guild leader. I mean, we got a shit list. Had a couple scrapes with Erstal Blagmar. I'm Floxen. Why do I always say Erstal Blagmar?
It's Bloon Blagmar.
It's Bloon Blagmar. Those are a weird wire that's been crossed in my brain for months, and I don't
They're
know why.
nonsensical names. It makes sense.
Yeah. Erstal Floxen. Didn't you stab him? You sliced him up?
Yeah. Scared the shit out of him too.
I haven't seen him since. Maybe he bled out.
Probably he was a little bitch.
If they haven't approached you yet, it's because you haven't done something that's on their radar.
Gotta go bigger.
Fine.
Why are you guys asking about faking a murder?
If we want to be contacted, we have to commit a crime, and then they contact us. There's no just someone to talk to, or at least he doesn't. With us playing nice, he's not giving us a name of someone to go force our way in.
Listen, Mr. Guy. You can call me Torres. What's your name? What can I call you?
Ott.
Ott. All right, Ott. Here. Are there any That is literally Ott. OTT. We've already been to one of your hideouts, and we know about the yellow symbol with the little spokes. Are there any other hideouts that we could just go to and talk to them and tell them all the stuff that we've done? Because we already did kill.
Contact on the streets.
There's only one person I could think of you could maybe find.
Okay.
He's gonna say Krentz.
He goes by the name of Krent.
Yeah, called it. I knew it.
I let that. Have you talked to him recently?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
He nods.
My name is Sir. I'm the fucking piece of shit that let him live. Because I had him by the balls. And I let him go. So he fucking owes me one.
Okay.
Sorry, Ott. That's not directed at you.
Oh, buddy.
This dude.
Sorry. But the point is...
Yeah, we know him.
Do you have a way to contact Krentz?
I'd need to be able to go back.
That's not possible, man. Look at the position you're in.
Then no.
Is there a smoke signal we could put up that's yo, Krentz, come here?
No.
You keep on saying go back. Go back where?
I can't tell you. If I tell you, I'm for sure dead.
Does Krentz go up, just walk the streets? Is there somewhere that we can perchance on him, just as regular citizens? A stroke of luck. The same
Right.
tavern.
You'd
Usual
have to be
hangout.
very lucky.
I am very lucky. So
We've encountered him. What was the name of Matthew's character? Hold on, I gotta look this shit up.
you repressed it.
Yeah, I literally.
And yeah, Noah doesn't know him that well, so I don't remember.
Kellen. What about, we've met Kellen too. Kellen, in fact, was looking to help Krantz. Seemed like he was in a bit of a pickle.
Shakes his head.
You haven't seen Kellen in a little while?
Oh, I have.
That's
Recently.
actually news to us because he was last time we saw him, he got poofed away with
With
Ursofloxen.
Yeah.
He's like wide-eyed, like staring off in the distance, kind of like, "Oh yeah, I have."
Oh. Okay. Where is somewhere that if we were very, very lucky, we may perchance run into Krantz? Everyone's got someplace they go. A bar. A gambling hall. His favorite place to fucking buy shoes. Whatever.
A whorehouse.
Just like something.
Where did he get his eyeball tattoos done?
A house of ill repute. It's his favorite girl.
Could probably, maybe, if you're lucky, run into him at the Thirsty Throat.
What is that?
I knew Victoria
Sounds like
was
a
going to be
dock
like,
ward.
yum!
Sounds like a dock ward tavern or a dock ward.
It's like on the edge of the dock ward where it meets the trade ward. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And look, so if we run into him, there's no reason why he has to assume that we heard it from you. We don't even know who you are. Is
But we
that
know
fair?
Krantz.
So, what we're gonna do is you're not gonna be taken away. We're gonna say that we still need you. Okay? Do you want a pastry?
No,
That's okay. That is okay, but
That's allowed.
listen,
You're allowed.
listen. I'm really uncomfortable having you tied up in my basement. Like, I don't like it. I really don't. I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean I'm gonna like let you go, but like I don't like it. So I'm gonna get you a pastry, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
That was the nicest interrogation ever.
Nova's very proud of you guys.
I don't like interrogations.
We are the softest adventuring party ever.
I am fine with that. I hate doing investigations. So like he seems like an okay guy. It's just like I'm old. They got me. Oof. Okay, so
I'm just gonna sit down there with him for a little and just vibe, and I'm gonna just sing him some songs, and I'm gonna like ask him what his favorite color is, and like just do my bullshit with him.
I'll go up and I'll say, Nova, can you actually help me like make something because you know I can't cook?
We have
That way.
we actually have meat pies available. They're
Oh,
just
Okay.
in the palm of your hand. You can. I'll give him like 4.
I was going to use that to sort of explain what we learned. Okay, yeah, I'll just tell you later. I'll go back to. I'll go back down.
I can
I'll
make
give him
more,
some meat
come-
pie.
Come.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So we'll just
Oh,
we'll go in the
special.
kitchen, and I'll just be like, the best thing if we don't want to do a crime, which we don't, Talus, which we don't. The best thing we can do is actually find Krantz again. And there's a very, very low chance that we catch him at a place called the Thirsty Throat. Low chance.
Okay.
But it's the least criminal one. And then the only thing I've got is saying that he owes me his life. And to let us in.
Okay. Well, we could do the thing we did last time and just use one of those magical letters to get to Krantz. If that's the case.
I'm really loving those. I'm surprised that more people don't use those to track
We need
people.
to buy more. I'm running low. My stock is low. We each bought like 10 and I'm like almost out.
The issue is that if it leads us to a hideout that we shouldn't know about, then it makes us look bad, and I can't threaten him if he's got a whole bunch of plainclothes goons with him.
Well, then we'll write the note in a means that we want to talk. If it goes if it goes to a point where we can't cross and don't feel safe crossing at the time, then we let the letter just find him and hope that he makes himself known.
Okay. I'm going to bring this dude in the basement some food because I feel really bad.
Okay. You have to feed it to him.
That's okay.
I would also give him like a small cup of wine to take down with him as well.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's got this weird metal like sphere kind of around his hands.
Yeah. What?
What the fuck?
I mean, talking to him was more important, but what, like, while I'm feeding him, like, is it, like, magic?
How are you trying to determine that?
I don't know.
It is a perfectly round sphere that doesn't appear to have any seams. I will give you that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I guess the only thing I could think of was, does it look mechanical in a way? But it doesn't look like it has mechanisms. It's just a perfect sphere. What is this thing that they've got? I'm like, blow. I got it off for it's like blowing it first, and I'm just feeding him. And it's just like, what is this thing that they've got you? And did the Brigand Death do that to you?
Yeah, what's this like hat? It's very festive.
He nods. Well, the hat, so the hat, he kind of nods his head so that all the little things like move. When you guys are actually close to him, it's very clear that it is representative of eye stalks because at the tip of each of them, there's like a little like eye.
Have we seen someone wearing
No.
hats like this? No. Okay.
And it looks very makeshift, like he made it himself.
Okay.
Like the stuffed beholder in
It's like my my Barnabas, my little stuffed gazer guy.
Yeah,
Sorry?
I mean, Zoblob has all of the weird
He has like painted
beholdery
on his
things.
face, and he has like the little stuffy.
Yeah, he had multiple eyes. I think that's, but it feels almost too obvious.
Should we ask him if he knows?
I mean, this is really, really old. While I'm feeding you, and it's like, hey, like, tell me when like you like want to switch and get like a drink of wine. Do all of you do the whole like ice like
Sir, 6'5", sir, just going.
But like, do you all do like? Do you have the tattoo? Like, do you all do the tattoo, or is like the hat like your thing?
The hat is mine. But everybody has something. Takes truth.
So you don't have a tattoo?
Shakes his head, no.
I'm surprised that they let you keep the hat. I will be honest, it's kind of interesting. Do you guys here?
I don't like that coming on the screen.
You guys here I go. Do you guys the odd Zoblob?
Mm-hmm.
So
is that like one of you?
He like looks between you and then back to Talus.
I mean, you said that you know the place.
It seems really obvious. Like
he literally has eyes painted all over his face. And he has a little ball with like eyes in the window of his shop.
Which was like something that was guarding the hideout.
And Chris has eyes tattooed all over his head, and you have a hat with floppy eye stalks all over
and the symbol that leads to your
hideout
is
in
like
the
a
sewer.
circle with like, and there was a monster. Do you have it?
Oh yeah, I can go grab it. I
Like,
can run up and go get Barnabas.
Like, yeah, we killed this. So like, I see you, you know. But so like, is that like a thing?
When you're a member of the Zenithar Guild, you need to be proud of it.
Of having a bunch of eyes?
You show it. You show your pride.
I'm really surprised that, and I like lift my shirt up and show my like whole ass gazer tattoo that's purple on my back. That nobody got me on this. This was just like for fun.
Yep.
Like, is that like am I like appropriating the guild?
Oh my god.
Like appropriating Xanathar culture.
Cultural appropriation. No, but it might get you brownie points.
Oh, I love brownie points. Just another reason why I shouldn't wear my armor all the time, guys.
What is
just another reason. Anyway, how can we? Are you saying so we couldn't talk to the owner of the Zoblob about getting a contact?
I doubt he'd give it to you, but you can try.
What does he do?
Does he just shop?
Okay, but what does he do for you guys?
The stuffed beholder that's in his window. The eye, it can see.
But all right, that's cool. What is a beholder?
You saw the stuffed beholder, right?
Yeah, it's that little ball.
That's a beholder.
So like this, and hold up, Barnabas again. This is a gazer.
It's a gazer.
So it's smaller.
Yes.
A beholder is smaller than like it's just this big.
A beholder? No, it's not a taxidermied beholder. It is a stuffed animal.
Okay. No, Talus. It's,
no, I know.
Okay.
I know what it is, but Talus is like
no. Yeah, I said no, Talus. I think it's the other way around. I think that's like a baby.
No.
Okay. I don't.
So
they're all floating eyeballs.
So the beholder is a little stuffed thing.
No, beholders are big.
Okay. Why would the owner need to see out of a stuffed animal in his own shop?
The owner doesn't see.
But he has eyes painted on his... Wait, who does?
And he falls silent.
Is it Sildar? Is it Sildar?
We love you all. We love you. Here. You don't have to say more. Keep feeding him. Okay, so that's two options.
Wow.
Talk to the person behind the eye. Or find Krentz.
Do you think we can go and like poke? What if we steal it?
We're doing good. Well, didn't you try to buy it? No, didn't Nova? One of you tried to buy it, and he was like,
"No."
Yeah, and he was like, "Don't touch it."
I don't remember. I'd have to go rewatch that episode.
Does it impress the Xanathar Guild if you steal from the Xanathar Guild? If we steal it just to be like, hey, we want to talk. Shows we know enough. Or is that just stirring the pot?
I'd probably just stir the pot.
That's probably just stirring the pot, but if it ain't fun... No, we should probably try and find friends. I'll just feed him and give him his wine and be like, are you like comfortable? Do you wanna like
he says no.
Well, I mean like I don't think that you're gonna like run with a giant. Like, do you want to at least like stand up from the chair for like a second, like get some stretches in?
Yeah, we can bring like a chamber pot
Yeah.
down, take a piss before we tie you back up. Like,
Yeah, no, I'll
You
untie
know.
him from the chair. He's not gonna run through the streets with this thing on him, I don't think. So
And his hands are
untie
behind
him
his
from-
back like that too, so it'd be
Yeah.
like really awkward like running.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just. I mean, honestly, I don't even think that you can open the hatch of our wine cellar unless you like used your teeth. We can just put a lock on it from the outside. So like, yeah, no.
we're tying him back up before any of us leave this basement. He's not. He's staying tied.
Just like you can do some stretches. Like I don't want to be the jerk
He
here.
was on board. He was on board.
Yeah, I'll untie him from the chair so you can do some stretches.
He does like lunges around the.
Since, I
around the wine
I think it's fair since you accidentally totally told us more than you were planning on telling us.
Wow.
Okay. So we're good. I can't think of anything else I need from him.
Yeah, I'm pretty good for now.
Okay.
Let him do some stretches, tie him back up, and then go upstairs and lock the thing behind us, the cellar door.
Okay.
And then have our holiday dinner that we've been trying to have.
Yeah. Now we'll just have a holiday dinner.
Nice holiday dinner with ourselves and the staff and whoever comes in to buy a meal, and bring. Oh, I don't want to leave him alone in our house.
Ah!
Oh, I don't want to leave him alone in our house. He said people were.
We don't have a choice. We can't take him out of the house without him being seen. Do you want to check it while we're eating? Do you want to check in with Bramble?
I was actually gonna say, can I just? Is he good? What's a Bramble? What's he doing?
He is back on a cart.
Oh,
And he sees you or he senses you kind of pop in, and he's just like, hey boss, he's on the move. I was just trying to figure out exactly what was happening before I checked in with you, because for all I know, he could be just going to a bar again. I didn't want to just bug you with, hey boss, he's going to a bar. So I just wanted to make sure. So that's what we're working on right now.
cool. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna keep checking back in, but if anything changes before I check back in,
I'll tell you. I got you.
Cool. All right. Good job, buddy.
Go team.
Go team.
Go team.
Okay.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I will relay that over the earrings that this
Okay.
dude don't move again.
All right.
Okay.
That's a
So-
good place to end for the
That's a
evening.
great place. Unless you want to blow up our street again, then end it there.
Nah, good.
Okay.
We have our dinner. The staff can take everything to extra to the field ward.
Okay.
Finish this day that has been 78
Yes.
seconds long.
Like, can we just say unless something happens in the night, like we eat, we go to sleep, and start on tomorrow?
So you're
Is there
going to bed?
Well, I'm asking. Are you two doing something that night?
I would stay up and write a letter.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just go to bed.
Okay. So then we'll end in a moment.
I need to stay up and keep tabs with Bramble.
You're going to stay up all night?
I mean, I need Bramble's. If Bramble's like on the move,
You'll probably get woken up if he messages you while you're asleep.
but this dude has not moved, and he's moving. Also,
Okay.
the fact that there's some guy in our basement, and he was like, "They're gonna like Silgar, blah blah," like that should make
You don't need to defend yourself. You
Yeah,
can
you're
stay
good.
up if you want.
that
Okay,
makes me
then-
nervous.
Then we will end here.
Okay. Okay.
All right. We'll pick up next week.
my God.
Why'd you say that we'll end in a moment, and now you're saying now we'll end here? It's so wrong. That was like whiplash.
I was suggesting fast forwarding us to the end of that day. But we don't gotta know. We'll deal with it next week. It's fine.
It'll happen, I promise.
Okay.
Okay.
Take us out.
What's this guy?
Does anybody have any closing remarks?
Little Dragon Core, coupon code pro bonus, 10% off of your order.
Okay.
No Mystic Hour tomorrow with still Star Wars Episode 5. Come check us out at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to watch some Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then I guess all I have left to say is Black Lives Matter.
Black
We
Lives.
see
Black
you.
Lives Matter.
We hear you. We're with you. So, God, I don't know what to sign us off with. When you are trying to figure out who the heck Silgar is, make sure you add your proficiency bonus.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you next week, everybody.
Okay, love you, bye.